It's the Sofa King Fresh Podcast. And today we have a special guest. Do you want to say your name?
Yes, it's a queen in the building along with the king. Salute to all the kings. I am Dream. Just here to put a little bit of insight on a queen's perspective in the king's world.
Okay, and
Much
who else we
respect to
got?
y'all, king.
It's your boy Trez, here is happy to be here. That's all. Just happy to be here, man.
RT Real Talk, baby.
And I go by the name of Capital KRD. And this is the Sofa Kings Fresh Podcast. And today we're talking about what, Lil?
Trez going. Tell him, Trez.
Oh man, we was talking about like women's rights. You know what I mean? In comparison to men's rights, the LGBTQ movement, and the effects it's having on straight men and women. Um, that was pretty much it. And I mean, there was some other subjects we could touch on, like divorce, things of that nature. But that was it. So I guess we could start with women's rights and men's rights. Um, there's some, I don't know, pretty disparaging stuff in the world of men when it pertains to child support, DNA testing. A lot of women that are against anything being passed for like mandatory DNA tests at childbirth, and now you have some people that are petitioning for it before child support. So, what's your thoughts on that? Either one, Dream or Real Talk, Queen, you can go. Or
Well, see the guest
Um,
lady first.
I'm definitely for that. I am definitely for men getting more rights. Like just coming from a background where most of the men I know are awesome fathers. Like they want to be a part of their child's life. They want to be involved. They want to even have custody of their children if they're not with the mother.
right,
And it is very disheartening that the system that we live in, like a bad mother will get custody of their kids before a good father just because she's the mother. That that
absolutely,
that's messed up. Like as
yeah,
far as the paternity
absolutely,
test, absolutely. I'm sorry, as a female, yeah, these females out
which
here is doing horrible things. Like they doing
right,
y'all dirty. Like y'all should be able to have that without even having to pay for that. Like it should
right.
there. It shouldn't be no offense or nothing. Just to make
What
sure.
you right? What you think goes into the psychology of a woman that feels that way? Like men, like no, I don't want that. They're against it. What reasons do you think they would have to be against it?
I mean, some of them are just it's pride. Some of them are just pride, like, oh, what do you mean? Oh, you don't think I'm sleeping with somebody else or some, all that extra stuff. It's just being sure, just crossing your T's and dotting your I's. And some of
Yeah,
them are just it just goes back to back in the day where this was a woman's job. A woman's job was to be the caregiver of the children. That was her main focus. That's what she was supposed to do. Whether she did it good or bad, that was just her job. And
right,
legislation is holding to that old ass ritual. Some
right,
women
right.
don't want to be mothers even though they having kids. Some women are not good at it. They
Yeah,
do not have that mothering spirit, even though they bore the child. They don't have the mentality to take care of that child. But instead of letting the father of the child, who is more than capable, more than willing, you got to fight them tooth and nail. They got to fight for custody. They got to fight for rights. They got to fight for visitation, which is absolutely absurd. Like you shouldn't have to
yeah,
do all that. That should be stipulated without any type of prepayment, without any type of lawyers or any of that, just because
yeah,
it's in the best interest for the child.
yeah. And a lot of it is due to benefits and different things like that. What you think, Real Talk? What you think about that?
I mean, if if a lady, if she willing to be like, all right, let the dad take care of it, then no, I mean that's what's up. If not, then that's because you know what I mean. Most people say that she want the bread. You know what I mean, for herself and stuff like that. But my discussion is I really want to talk about because I was letting y'all two talk about this. I wanted to see her perspective on like when they trying to do the abortions and the guys like you know what I mean. You got some guys that can't have children and when they or it might have been having children too like they probably in their 30s and they have a child and the chick like yo I want to
Right.
get an abortion. He like nah, you know
Well,
what I'm
see,
saying?
we was about to get there, man. We was just
Yeah,
we was just warming
I know,
up to that,
I
you
know.
know.
No, I know. I'm chilling. I'm chilling. My bad, but I said that's. I really don't care about that one. So I really wasn't going to say too much about that one. That's what.
That's
But that's
because,
what I really want to talk
but you
about. My
should,
fault for jumping the gun. Dang. You know
but
what I
you should
mean?
also put in
You
there, Lil,
good?
coming from a father who has had custody and currently has custody
Still
of their
had to.
children. Like you got lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's not easy, but you got lucky. You wanted your kids, and your baby mama wasn't on some BS, and you were afforded that right to actually take care of your kids, to actually have them in your possession instead of having to go through all the bullshit that everybody else has to go through or other people have to go through because their baby mama bitter or because
Well,
Mm.
I'm gonna say on this perspective, no, because it was going through that with the baby father. I was going through that at first, but how can I say? It takes it takes like me and you talked it earlier. You gotta learn how to like listen, not argue. Like most of the dudes, you know what I'm saying, they'll get mad. You know what I'm saying? We get in our feelings and we'll start like, you know what I mean, just drawing. You know what I'm saying? When if you see that you right, like what I read, if one person was crazy and they arguing in the street and you get in that conversation, you start yelling, that's looking like two people is crazy. You know what I'm saying? But if you the calm one and you like just handling the situation right, then you know what I'm saying is I mean that's what helped me because I just was looking at it and I'm like and I felt like yo this person want to bump their head, so I just like this was calm even though I was mad and angry. I wanted to wild out, but I was like nah, just you know what I mean, like Allah just told me like just chill, you know what I mean. So I think that if most fathers do that, you know what I'm saying, and not get all discouraged and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Because a female would throw in a man's face, oh, you acting like a girl and all that stuff, and start throwing like slide shots and stuff, and then you know we get in our skin and be like, what? Da, 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 you know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So, you know, I mean, I think dudes with to step up. I mean, we just gotta know how to be like how y'all women's is play calm, cool, and collective. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying every
all women
dude
don't
don't.
do that.
Y'all do play
I was
calm,
I was
cool.
about to say because
No, y'all, I mean, no,
majority.
y'all vulnerable. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. But when it comes to y'all, very vindictive. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all
Well,
gonna scorn somebody, y'all can do it good.
yeah, I mean, I've been with like um and been around other people, not necessarily people that I personally dealt with, but friends and stuff like that. Like I, sometimes the combativeness is just crazy. You know what I mean? Like it's just like you either gonna mix well or not. You know what I mean? So individually, but I don't know. Like the family structure is broke down now. It's like men versus women. You know, women versus men. Old versus young. Cause I ain't gonna lie. Like I be in these stores, man. Like and old men, boy, they work my nerves, man. Old men work my nerves. Like they just be like this extra. You know what I mean? So it's like the relationships between everybody in our culture is just messed up, and it
So
makes for these,
divided. Yeah.
yeah, so some things is just common sense. You know what I mean? Like if there's a problem with you know men paying for child support for children that aren't theirs, and things of that nature, it should be an easy fix. You would think it's an easy fix, you know what I mean? But it seemed like nothing is an easy fix for some reason. You know what I mean? Uh,
I mean,
you know,
if they willing to pay for it, then all right, whatever. But if they not, then they shouldn't be paying for it. But you know,
But some of
I
them, it's not like they're willing to pay for it. They were tricked for 18 years.
kid.
hmm so what
Everything was
about
falsified. It wasn't a willing. You're not
No,
willing.
some of
Nobody's
right?
willing to pay for child support. You just don't
no,
want to
no,
go to jail. You don't want to get
no,
your license suspended.
no. I'm just saying, some dudes know that that child ain't theirs, and they accept it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a people like that, like
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah.
you know
Oh
what I
yeah.
mean. So, and they like, yo, and the funny part about it, he took the test already. So the shorty took him to court, and he already doing and he telling her like, nah, don't do that, because he already knew. But then he like, she gonna do it, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
look what happened.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's
Yeah.
just the female being greedy.
Yeah,
Now, Lee.
and
Yeah,
trying to get
Lee.
extra money. And that's another thing that's crazy. Like and I mean, I'll be hearing a lot of brothers be going through this too. A shorty try to get extra money, like, all right, like that. I needed two more $100, and he like, listen, you know what I mean? I only can get this much. And then when she go to take him to court, now she getting lesser because, you know what I'm saying? He like, he don't make that much. He got to pay this and that. Now she's salty. You know what I'm saying? Because of that. And then the funny part about some dudes to do this too. Like, don't take me to court. I'm gonna give you this money, and then she get all greedy and be like, "Oh man, I'm gonna take you to court because I want more. I want more money." And he's like on the side, like, "Listen, I don't want to get in the system. Here goes 500 a month." You know what I'm saying? Or eight
Can't
hundred.
can't let baby mama know you got that raise, boy. Don't let
Yeah.
her know. Got that raise.
Yo.
Got that
But if you're
promotion. Oh
already
no.
doing, it shouldn't even matter. If you're already doing for that child, okay, you got the child support. Because some of them pay child support and then still do extra and still
Yeah,
still
yeah,
come get the kids and still make sure they got Christmas and birthdays and extra shit and field trips and
Yeah.
all that. Sometimes the women are just greedy and bitter and they want them in the system, which is
yeah,
messed up,
yeah,
especially for a black man. It's
yeah.
it's
It
just
happens.
uncalled for.
Yeah, it happens a lot. It happens a lot. Definitely. Um. Now, leading into like the abortion thing, this question kind of leads into it. It's kind of like, um, what about like a woman that wants an abortion? A man, I mean, excuse me. A man, wants doesn't want the child, but the woman does, and she has it regardless. What's your opinion on the child support issue? Do you think that like that man should still pay or no? Or like because he didn't want it. But because if the woman got the abortion and he did want it, he has no choice. So I'm just speaking of an argument that's out there right now.
All right, Lil, you
No.
wanted you wanted to be on that.
Rephrase it,
Go
because he
ahead.
said no. First, he said the man um that
So I'll rephrase the question. Basically, there's two scenarios. A man wants the baby, but the woman wants to get an abortion.
okay, and she want to get abortion. Well, I mean, I look at it like this. It's not cool for
So it's
dudes.
her choice.
Let me break it up. I mean, my take on this. I think that it should be equal rights. I don't think that females should be having no abortions. You know what I'm saying? I mean, one, I, I, I mean, people look at it like if they was like a month pregnant, oh, they ain't no life. That is life. That's God's life. So, I mean, that's my perspective. For one, is like they shouldn't have no abortion because it's God's. I mean, we can't like people don't look at it in that in a spiritual type of terms. You know what I'm saying? But then two, you know, I look at it in another way. It's like a dude don't have no say on nothing when it comes to anything with their children. You know what I mean? When they get like what cracks me up in the mother state. would throw in the face, be like, "Oh, I had the child in my belly." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we
So
can see each other. Try just text the group chat. I think that was
yeah,
him. I don't
we
know.
we just you the only one that got the TR. Well, you out now. Yeah. So I mean, my thing on that when I was talking about earlier is just that it's not cool where a female can. I mean, I know it's their body, but I think that when they having a child, they gave all rights to their body. You know what I'm saying? Because they was being fruitful. They was like that's partly like a godly thing. You know what I'm saying? So and once you did that, you know what I'm saying, you just you just gave away. I mean, you shouldn't look at your rights on that because now it ain't about you no more. It's about your child, and that's just like my issue on that. Especially if a dude didn't have no children and now he can have children, and it's shorty she might have had one or two children, and she like, no, I don't want no more. So, what's name then? Why you ain't get your tubes tied, or why you then be on birth controls or whatever? You know what I'm saying? So I just think that that's not cool. I know I'm gonna
Yeah.
get a lot
I,
of back on that.
I think that's the one thing that is just like a natural. It is what it is, bro. Like, you know what I mean? You have a responsibility. You know, if you don't want to get a woman knocked up, you know, you should take precaution. You know what I mean? Or just mess with the woman that you see for your future. Get her knocked up, you know? So I think you know, guys kind of stuck on that topic. You know, of y'all was I blanked out for a minute. Y'all still was on the same subject.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I was saying too that when a woman lost her rights when she had that baby, you know what I'm saying? And females don't look at it like that. I know it's their body and stuff like that, you know, but they don't look at it like on a spiritual. Like, you know, a lot of ladies do. That, you know what I mean? They got the little beads, the what's that called? The beads, the gems, and all that stuff, and saying how much spirit they is. But if you was really that spirit, you know what I'm saying, spiritual or whatever, then you should know that, you know what I'm saying, you can't take a life, you know what I'm saying? Because and if you into karma and all that, you know what I'm saying, you know that's not good. You know what I'm saying? Because how can I say, like how remember off what was that movie? The Avatar, you know what I'm saying? And that's you know that's a spiritual movie, no matter what, you know what I'm saying? And the people that doing it like right now, how they live in earth like life now, they all believe in that. You know what I'm saying? So you know that that's not about you no more. Now it's about, you know what I'm saying, um the energy. You know what I'm saying? And if you all about energy, then you just gave yourself, you just put some bad stuff into you because you did that, and you're not looking at the purity of it. You know what I'm saying? Now, why you think you angry? Why you think you negative? Why you think you mad and stuff? Because you took something so beautiful inside you. Because you know, with a lady, you see that when every time they talk about it, you know, you got a glow. You know what I'm saying? The only time a dude have a glow when he get locked up or something and he eating good and stop putting all that bad stuff and doing exercise. But you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I had to put a joke in there. But you know what I'm saying? But a lady, you know, when they having a baby, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That's energy. That's something
Yeah,
that's,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know what I'm saying. So that's what cracks me up too. How you saying you spiritual and all that, but you know what I mean? You want to be it when you want to be it, or you saying things like I just think like a lot of them, and I mean not saying just ladies do who talk, just be talking. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just funny, man.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
don't think.
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, no, no. You go ahead, Queen.
Well, I don't think that the ones that are claiming to be spiritual and all that are the same ones just randomly fucking.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, I don't think they're in the same category. Because if you are that spiritual and everything, you're not just giving yourself to anybody that you don't see a future with anyway. So abortion shouldn't even be on the table. But also, it's just the rate of this society is going. Like there should be some disclaimer. Like if you took a second before you decided to hop into bed with somebody and be like, you know what? If I should get pregnant or if we should make a baby, can you sign this saying you gonna take care of this baby? It ain't
Mm-hmm.
gonna be no problems. It ain't gonna be
Yeah.
no problems. And the guy say the same thing. Well, okay, I want to have a baby. So, and you don't mind me going in raw. You're not on birth control. So, can you sign this saying you're not going to abort my child?
Yeah.
That'll
Yeah.
eliminate half of the sex, period, with
Yeah.
random nobodies.
And
Because
they
it
can
makes you
make
think
it
about it.
right, Queen, and they could make it like a law where it's like, say, like a guy does have a female pregnant. Well, in court, you have to have that document signed. You know what I mean,
Yeah,
by her. Or if not, you
but
gotta take the
right.
responsibility.
And
Now
it
you
should
want to
be.
take the dude to child, take the dude for child support who told you upright, I don't want to have a baby. Because sometimes they do stupid shit. They be on the
Yeah, yeah.
fertility drugs, they poke holes in condoms, and try to set a nigga up. They do that,
Uh,
just like
yeah,
dudes
yeah,
try to set females up. Like, yeah, I want to get her pregnant, but then you don't want
yeah,
to take on the responsibility. You don't want a relationship, but you want a child, but you just want to dress them up and just hang out on the weekends or some dumb shit. Like, ain't nobody got time for that.
yeah, yeah.
Like where
Should be
everybody
some,
is failing to realize this is a whole life. This is a whole
yeah.
person that you need to make sure is a good member of society,
Mm-hmm.
not just a reject, not somebody who feels like nobody really wanted them. They just came out because at that moment my mommy and my daddy couldn't control themselves. They don't even like
Yeah,
each other.
yeah. Yeah,
Like,
we definitely need more common sense laws.
yeah,
That would be a thorough law right there.
for
You
real.
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Like, yes, yes, yes. That and that's so like, and I don't. And it's crazy part about it. I know we ain't the only ones that didn't think about it like that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I think people just want to make things harder.
Yeah, I
I
mean, well,
think
it's
we are
people in
one of those.
power that can do it, but they got
Right.
other people around that are hindering them from doing
Is it beneficial to them? No,
Yeah.
it's not. Being part of the system is more beneficial to them.
it. Absolutely.
Right. Right. Definitely. And it's
Being part of
chaos
the
too.
system,
The
being
people.
able to lock people up for not paying child support, you get more money for that.
Mm-hmm.
Welfare,
They no.
Section
But
8,
see.
all that. And it also
Yeah.
helps break down families.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Sure.
All this stuff that they do is all domino effect. You know what I'm saying? Chaos is like, you know what I'm saying, what brings, you know what I'm saying, because a lot of things can stop. You know what I mean? Make it simple. You like, all right, for real, like say like in the 50s and the 60s, you know what I'm saying? If they did stop abortion now, if they stopped abortions and stuff like that, I think families would be together, moms and pops would be together, you know what I'm saying? More they probably be there with their children because you know what I'm saying, and
It's
then
actually, abortion wasn't legal till 1973,
Yeah.
and look at what things started happening after that.
but it
Mm-hmm.
was for other reasons that abortion was legal. Now people use it as a contraceptive. That's
Mm-hmm.
why it's a big problem. Abortion became
Mm-hmm.
legal really for women who were raped, really for women who had complicated pregnancies where they might die and they didn't want to die. It was
Mm-hmm.
said from the beginning of your pregnancy, you might die. Some women didn't want to die. You might
Mm-hmm.
say, okay, well, you're bringing a child into the world, but what mother wants to leave their child out there without them?
Right. Right.
Okay,
Think
so
about that. That's one of
I
a
know,
parent's
but
biggest fear.
but that's still kind of messed up though. All right, what women don't want to leave their child without them? But all right, I'm gonna kill my child so I can still be alive though. But if they like, you know what I mean?
Because there's a
If I'm
chance
gonna
neither
die,
one of us is going to make it. It's a chance neither one of us is going to make it. But
right,
if
right,
I
right,
don't make it, who's going to take care of my child? Who do I know definitively is going to take care of my child? If my child has some type of birth defect or something because of these complications, where they going to be in the system?
I mean, everything.
How can you can't guarantee that's
Oh no, yeah,
as a
yeah.
parent, you want the best for your child. You want to try your best to make sure they are well taken care of. They are not abused. They are not misused. They are not living a fucked up life. And you
The rough
can't
world.
guarantee that if you know you're not going to be there.
Yeah,
What if you
rough
had? What
world,
if your
man.
husband, you still married, and your husband abusive? He drink too much. He do this and that and that. You want to leave your child with that? You ultimately know your child is going to have a rough life.
Yeah, that is true, but it's a,
I'm
I
just
mean,
saying. I'm just
that's
playing
a hard.
devil's
I know
advocate.
that's a hard decision.
That's a
And
hard decision for a female to make. Period. Not these young ones out here talk about some well, oh well, Plan B. No, they're using it as a contraceptive, not as a last result, not as a last ditch effort. Now they're using it as a contraceptive. Well, I got pregnant. I'll get a Plan B. I'll get an abortion. Oh well.
yeah, they got
When
that.
it was
With some chicks. I mean, with some chicks that be using the after they had sex, they put that what's name? What is it called? One day pill, whatever it's called. I don't
the
That's
know.
Plan
Plan
B.
B.
Oh, Plan B.
Yeah, yeah.
See, look,
I mean,
But
crazy.
instead of just using protection, instead of just getting on birth control,
yeah,
And peep
yeah.
this though. All right, what you think should happen if a wife if a dude was married, right, and that chick had an abortion, you know what I'm saying, and it wasn't his and stuff. What you think should happen to the chick though?
what? The,
You said
what?
if the dude
If
was
no,
married
see,
and
I'm married, right, and my
Okay.
wife cheated on me, and it wasn't
Mm-hmm.
my child. What you think should happen to her? And
Y'all
she
better
got
play
wanted
fences.
to get abortion or got abortion.
What you think should
I think
happen to her? What do you mean?
She should get.
I don't.
She should
She
go to
killed
jail.
somebody. She killed my child. I should feel some type. I mean,
That's
I
not your
feel some.
child though.
I think that she should definitely. I think that you should be scot free on any obligations, any assets, things like that. Like comparable to like when someone gets caught cheating and they get alimony because they were in the caught cheating, whatever. But you know that type of. I mean,
Are
it's
you?
hard to say with that type of compensation when people are just people. You got people cheat every day. You know what I'm saying? So
So are you
married or not
saying
married.
like if you're the side dude, should you be able to like press charges against her instead of just
No,
leaving her?
no,
Like what? Like
I
no,
what?
mean,
no,
side dude. If he
not.
the side dude, I mean, he should too though. Because like, listen,
What
and
the
what if he
husband
wanted
don't got
a child?
nothing to do with it.
Yeah,
Like the
but they
husband.
still make you
Listen,
pay
listen,
child
listen.
support
A
for
a
it
dream, a
if
dream,
you
a
married.
a. Listen, what if he was sunshine? Put that tear in the eye. I ain't coming home. You know what I'm saying? Off of Harlem Nights. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, then if
listen,
you ain't
he
coming
loved her
home,
like
then
that.
cool, cool. Then keep the baby. If you ain't coming home anyway, what's the problem?
Look, she probably was camping them up and stuff like that. The side boy was like, listen, I want you.
Well, first of all, your wife is bogus for cheating and fucking raw. Like
Yeah,
all of that is
that's
bogus.
yeah. I mean, that's how it is nowadays, though, man. How they say,
Bogus.
like we said earlier, the shorty
yeah,
wouldn't give out no, you know what I mean, head, none
yeah,
of that.
yeah, yeah. It was one time where a chick would cheat, and she wouldn't go down on the other dude though. She'd be like, "Nah, I ain't gonna do that. Not no more. Not no
It's
more.
gonna, you know what I'm saying, the condoms on and everything.
All, all morals is out the window. If your chick
All
cheat,
morals is out the
you can
window when
expect
you
she done
cheat.
did everything to that man.
Look, for real, chicks like this, though, now, and dudes, dag cheating. Oh, that's fun. Like, that is spontaneous, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, I mean, not spontaneous, but just like, that's
I
excitement,
mean,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah, but dudes been nasty though. Like
Yeah,
chicks wasn't
always.
like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, they became
Chicks had a
dudes,
little
so
more
Bitches
chicks,
class.
been like that.
No,
No,
they
Yeah,
haven't.
chicks
but
been
They
like
wasn't in
that.
all right,
front of you with
all
it
right.
though.
They
So
just
the
became bolder about it.
all right. So what I mean is like the look of it, like on the outside, how it looked to people. Like women had more class, was known for more class than men. You know what I
No, you
mean?
know
True.
what? Because even I wouldn't say I think society, women and men have changed completely. Because back in the
Yeah.
day, you had mistresses and all that, but you didn't have no drama. A dude would have a mistress or a woman would have they little I don't know what it's called a mister for years, years. The same person they was messing with for years, but it was a love thing. They didn't try to disrupt their household. They didn't try to be extra. They didn't try to call nobody and tell them, "Well, I'm sleeping with you, your husband, or I'm doing this or I'm doing that," because they actually loved that person and didn't want to fuck up nothing. They got caught up in some bullshit and got their feelings involved, but they didn't want to ruin nobody's life. They wasn't trying to steal nobody, man. They knew what it was. They got caught up in it and they accepted that. Yeah, they kept creeping, but they didn't try to destroy nobody else's life.
Social media.
Yeah,
Yeah.
social media messed a lot of things up.
Like
Social
what we
media
Yeah. I
messed
doing now.
mean,
everything.
yeah.
It
Yeah, I
messed
mean the
everything up.
podcast.
It messed everything up. Especially for the cheaters. Social media messed everything up for the cheaters.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
for sure. That's why. What's that app? I think it's Snapchat. Say if your girl got a Snapchat,
It's
boy,
over.
she
Yeah,
cheat.
it's over.
It's a wrap.
You can forget
That's
about it.
a
Instagram is
lie,
just a virtual
though.
DM.
See, that's a lie.
That's not a lie.
That's a lie. And then let see social media feeds this shit to y'all. They feed a bunch of random shit to y'all. Like, you know what? That makes sense. No, it don't. If
it's
your girl
it's
is
it's
thorough, your girl is thorough regardless.
If
I got a Snapchat. I barely use it.
if
I
you
don't
got if you
understand.
got
But
7 out of 10 people that got a Snapchat, well, let me explain it. So if you got 10 people and 7 out of the 10 people that got the Snapchat is cheating, then you just got to go with the
statistics
average.
like the
Yeah, I
guess
just
overall.
what? If they didn't have
you're not gonna
Snapchat,
miss
they
nothing.
still would be cheating.
Yeah,
What
but
do you
you
mean?
would,
Well,
It
the,
don't
but you
have
don't
nothing to
know
do with
about what you
Snapchat.
don't know about don't hurt
well,
you.
well, it's the main feature. The feature of it is that the message disappears, so fast. It's like a no record of it. So,
They got that on everything. Facebook got a vanishing mode. Fuck you mean?
I mean, well,
It
I
don't
ain't on
matter.
there all
If
stuff
somebody
like
want to
that, but
cheat, they've been cheating since the beginning of time. People been cheating,
yeah, for sure. But now
so it
there's
don't
more
have nothing to
tools.
do with
Is
the app.
but now is more advanced tools to make things harder.
Get
You
It's
know,
exposed.
more advanced
now,
tools to find
yeah,
out
now,
too.
now, guys, yeah, but you got to spend some bread. Maybe now, guys don't need a woman's phone number no more. What's your Snapchat? What's your Facebook? What's your Instagram? You know, back in the day, it was a piece of paper. You know what I mean? And it went to the cell phone number, and now it's like out of pocket. So it's like you can't really, yeah, you're right. In essence, people going cheat, but it's easier ways to get away with it now. I mean, you on the other side, yeah, you have tools where you can find out, but that's harder
Okay,
resources.
okay.
So how is it easier if you're already putting them in a profile that if you got Snapchat, you cheating? So bitch, no Snapchat for you. Like, how is that
Well,
easier?
I think in context of, all right, let's say a woman and a man in a relationship, and there is no infidelity, no cheating problems, then I wouldn't be worried about it. You know what I mean? Unless person that's insecure or something. But if it was that insecurity there from that person that cheated before, and you see that person downloaded that app, it's gonna make more insecurity about it. But now you're giving this person another chance. You're giving them another chance. You know what I mean? And then
It's,
now it's like those things are for kids to me.
unfortunately, we're all grown up. We've all had our heart broken, and it's a vicious damn cycle. It's a
Yeah,
vicious cycle. A lot of people get their heart broken, they can't get out of that cycle. Now we're in
yeah.
a mode where I'm gonna get you before you get me. Now we're in the side chick and side dude era. Like nobody really
Mhm.
wants to be 100% faithful because they scared of getting hurt again. And it's just a
Mhm.
cycle. It don't matter what app they got or what they got going on. You can have the most thoroughest dude, the most loyalist chick, and if you already at that mindset and you haven't healed from that bullshit you've been through with the past motherfuckers, then it's going to repeat itself because you're looking for something. You're
Mm-hmm.
gonna
That's true.
keep look.
True.
Oh, she got snapped. Oh, I don't think. Oh, he doing this because he didn't call back, or he didn't respond to my text, or he said he was gonna be here, but it took him this much. But they ain't doing nothing. But it's just in your head because you like I gotta catch them before I look stupid.
Well, certain things also can put your mate at ease. Like if you know you having issues with insecurity, for whatever reason, be it as though it was cheating or a person's past or whatever it is, you know, when you're dealing with somebody, a lot of times we jump in head first into relationships before we even know the person really good. People been living with each other and known that person for 2 weeks, 3 months, whatever. And by the time you in a situation, a lot of times it's a little too late, and then you're still learning about that person. So it's like, dang, like I don't like this right here, this app right here. That's something that bothers me, because of maybe something in my past, maybe something with you. But for me, if I know that something bothers the significant other of myself in that way, I'm I'm perfectly fine with putting it down unless it's something that is good for my life. If it's something that's good for my life or something I need, then it might be something different. But something like that, I look at as a toy, like Instagram and Facebook and all that. I just look at it like it's not important to our life. So if your partner's having an issue with that for whatever reason, it shouldn't be no problem to put it away. That's go for male or female, just any party, because it's just a
You're
toy. It's
absolutely
nothing.
right.
You got some people know, but even this too, you got some people just grimy. Like, listen,
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
absolutely
yeah,
right.
look,
But
look,
y'all know this ain't
and
got nothing to do with the
then y'all,
topic, right?
then y'all now, I don't know what you're talking
Hey, look,
about.
real talk. He the one. Look, he wanted to jump right to the abortions. We wasn't even like 2 minutes in on the first time.
Look, like I said, I
Right.
ain't care about.
I don't even know what topic we on right now.
I,
We didn't
I
got
just,
in
I want
relationships.
to
Okay, scratch the topic. Let's talk about
like listen, hurry up to the other one. Yeah, I'm one of them dudes. Listen, I'm, listen, man, y'all stop trying to pull my shirt, yo. Look,
Listen, I'm gonna
y'all
need you to
something
button
else,
that
man.
top button. It's choking the hell out of me.
Yeah, like,
All right, so we'll let the guests. What you like to speak on? We could do an open session right now.
We just doing the
So
open forum, but I mean, I
yeah.
was good. I could kick off with whatever y'all talk.
all
I
right.
got an opinion on everything.
Can I say this though?
Uh,
How y'all feel about this now? All right, you know how y'all say about the women's rights and all that stuff, right? And I mean,
mhm.
y'all did deserve it, and y'all do need it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's like, I mean, the elders paved the way for y'all. But the funny thing about it, all right, y'all was going for all these rights and stuff like that. Then y'all brought in, I don't know how to say their name, LEGK2, whatever, T,
Who is
whatever.
y'all brought them in?
The ladies, the ladies.
Who? No,
Y'all ladies
sir.
brought.
No,
Listen,
sir.
let me
No,
finish. Let
sir.
me
I'm sorry.
Oh, you
Gay
finish.
talking
men
about
brought that
the
in. Gay
LGBT
men brought that
LGBTQ?
in.
Yeah, that's men, bro.
No, but I'm talking about
Yeah,
the
men
ladies
brought
brought.
that in.
The ladies brought. Remember the movement. The movement. Y'all helped them. Y'all was with them in the
Oh, they
movement.
was helping them.
No,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
no.
that's what I'm saying. But now look at it. Look,
No, no, sir. No, sir.
I
Because
didn't
there was
say
no
you.
problem.
I didn't
Listen,
say
listen.
you. But
No, no, we didn't bring them in because there was no problem. When it was just lesbian and gay dudes, okay. The dudes never really had a problem with lesbians. It was no hate crimes against lesbians. Okay.
Right.
mhm.
It was that didn't come into effect until dudes became more flamboyant, started dressing like women, and doing all this extra stuff, and then the trans thing came in, which started with the men. So y'all brought that there. Don't put that over
No,
here.
listen. No, listen.
Y'all brought
Listen.
that.
Listen.
Since you want to say y'all,
No.
y'all brought that.
Y'all.
Don't
No,
put that
listen.
over here.
Y'all brought. Listen. Y'all brought
With
that in because
me.
y'all said, "Listen, y'all need to stop.
Y'all.
Y'all gotta help them." You know what I'm saying? But no, listen. Now y'all losing. Listen, y'all losing. What's that swimmer? Now that is a swimmer beating y'all records now. Um,
Oh, I don't know. Hold up, I'll look it up. You go ahead.
Now
I'm looking
That's
at
they
what,
what you're
talking
talking
about
about.
like y'all trying to call them a woman now. Come on
yo, it
now.
was a
Who is
Don't
dude.
y'all feel
y'all?
like, don't y'all feel some
Now,
type of way?
for a minute though, the women were supporting them though
Right.
until they realized that the men was against them. It was a big movement for them, and they had a lot of women support. Like,
We didn't care. It wasn't that we wasn't discriminating.
See, we didn't
Not
care.
discriminating and supporting is two different things. We're
they
not gonna
had y'all riding
discriminate. Cool, you
for
want to do you?
'em.
I'm all for you doing you. Do you, boo? Whatever. Thank you, appreciate it. Let me know this nigga gay too. Before he come
a
holler at
lot,
me. Let me know this
a,
dude on the down low. But that
a
whole
lot of y'all was on the,
LGBTQ,
a lot of women was on the front line for them at first.
Look, yeah, and they got the pride shirts on and all that. They stayed wearing that. You know what I'm saying? They ain't.
because
Yeah.
one, at the end of the day, that's somebody's child. A woman is gonna have a motherly instinct regardless. That's somebody's child regardless. You do not get the right to beat them up. You do not get the right to down talk them. You do not get the right to do anything else because they choose their sexual orientation like that. However it goes.
Hmm.
No,
So yes,
hold. Beating them up, and bullying them is not cool. Unless I mean, if they was doing something shiesty, then you gotta get what you get. I don't care. I don't care about
but
that.
that's
Like,
any person. That's any
Yeah,
person.
yeah, yeah.
You don't get the
you know
right
what I
to
mean?
beat them
But
up
no,
because
people
they
still
look
think
like
that's
a
not cool.
girl
People
or
still think
because they
that's not
talk a
cool.
little sassy.
Or no, or I don't like this, or I don't like this. They force, or they try to force and say, like right now, they might be getting mad at me because of saying what I'm saying. That's my belief, my faith. So you're a hater too, then if you don't like what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So it's like back and forth, you know. So I mean, I look at it like this. I don't mind. Like, see me, I don't care. As long as you stay in your lane, you don't try to put me into your lanes. You know what I'm saying? I don't want like forcing this stuff on TVs and stuff like that. Forcing it around my children and stuff. Like I don't. That's what I don't
We've
want.
had
You know what I'm
we've
That's
saying?
had we've had homosexual, gay, whatever people around us in our families and our
Right.
circles forever. I think that the LGBTQ in general is a dangerous movement. And that's just how I look at it. I look at it like, when you get into the education system, and I understand because this is what happens when people get rights. Any people, when they get rights, they're eventually going to pop up in different places. You can expect like a trans president in maybe 30 years, 40 years, who knows? But maybe sooner. But I'm just saying, like, it's it's just like, like now they're making it what they weaponized it. That's the word I'm trying to say. They weaponizing sexuality. Like our children shouldn't be learning about sex, period, at 9 years old, 10 years old. I don't care if it's heterosexual or homosexual.
Look.
Like, why are y'all making it an issue like that?
Look at Dwayne
okay.
Wade. He
So
having a son. What's that? 15, 14. Trying to turn him into a chick. Getting a
Yeah,
sex.
I mean,
That's too
back
young.
I
that
want
is too young. But see, this the problem. We're sitting there talking about some you damn tried. You're going again. Come back.
Come back.
You talk about me and you sitting there talking about no, y'all did that. No, females did that. Think about it though. The government is promoting
I want to
that
say one
because
thing.
it is crowd control. It is population control.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay,
Mm.
that is true,
Back in the
but
And
day,
if you research that more, it's even some studies or some documentaries will say that it's stuff in the food, it's stuff in the weed
mhm.
that is changing the mentality that's making men more feminine and women more masculine. I don't know how true that is, but I do believe that the agenda is pushed more by the government because you can't procreate with
No,
same sex.
Tring. I don't think about that. I don't think it's that. It's see, like I always said, it's history always gonna repeat itself. You know what I'm saying? It's just that people change, history never do. You know what I'm saying? And how life is, because you gotta think of Babylonian, Roman, you know what I'm saying? They was you know what I'm saying, it wasn't the food and none of that. It's just that I
What?
think
Yes, they were.
no,
They've been gay since. What do you mean? Where do you
yeah,
think the word sodomize come
what I'm
from?
saying.
Sodom and Gomorrah in the
No, no,
Bible.
no. What I'm saying to you, it ain't. I don't think it's the government. I don't think it's the food and stuff that's in the food and stuff. I think it's just that when the population started opening and getting more, like you know what I'm saying, and like and what you said in the beginning, like how they trying to decrease the population, so they trying
Yeah.
to like have gays and all that stuff. So I agree with you on that part. You know what I'm saying, but the like on inside the foods and stuff like that, just not. And taking away when you took away the dads and stuff like that, that was a part of it because a dad gonna show a daughter or a son, you know what I'm saying, just like a mom. If you take a mom out the equation, you know what I mean, moms are sensitive. You know what I'm saying? I'm raising my daughter and my son. And I'm like, dang, sometimes I get on my daughter and I'm like, dang, I want to be sensitive to her, but you know what I'm saying? It's but I'm that dad. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to be sensitive. You know what I'm saying? Which I and that sounds weird. I mean, I know how to be sensitive, but I'm talking about a mother sensitive type of view. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And I think that with
Nurturing, like
that's
nurturing.
Nurturing.
the nurturing. Thank you, the nurturing. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you know what? Because I'm gonna contradict myself on that. You're right. It's the government on that part too. Because I'm just talking and thinking and stuff like that. So yeah, but yeah,
And that's just a
yeah,
theory, but I'm like, come on now, they're pushing the agenda. They're pushing
Yeah,
the agenda.
yeah.
yeah. There was a point in time I was going to say before I
All
got
right,
cut off
Drain TKO.
that you know, yeah, it was a point in time where you know, in the '80s, late '80s, and the '90s, where you could look at like a transsexual person or a cross dresser and be like, "That's a dude." And then it's like as the '90s and the 2000s, as the 2000s came, it's a little bit harder for men, but women could always point it out. You know what I mean? Women are not. That's a
Not
man.
anymore. These
Not anymore.
hormones and all this makeup and all these surgeries, not anymore.
Yeah.
And
Right.
what's
My child is
these young
10 years
girls?
old. By the time
Yo,
she
what's
is
up?
20, it's going to be crazy. She's not going to know, or you know what I mean? She's not going to know, you're
No,
not going to know sexes no more.
but Pete Game, what's up with these young? On the YouTube, it said like I was watching what's that called, King V, right? So it was like a little comedy skit, John. So the boy said, yeah, you know what I mean. He was like a player and all that stuff. Yeah, I hope it ain't no. I hope he ain't got no thing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Cause he like, yeah, I'm gonna hook you up, sleep with the joint. He like, well, I don't care about if he a train, whatever. You know what I'm saying? What? You like
A lot.
you want straight a woman like what's up nowadays, like these young dudes like yo, like you don't care about that. That's still a dude, even if it got a sex change or not. That's still a dude.
It got
What you mean
embedded
you don't
into our
care?
culture, man. Once it got embedded into the culture, it's like accepted. Everything is about acceptance, man. You accept this, then it's gonna run rampant. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
So
So
what
you
type of
know,
person am I now? What they gonna call me now since I disagree with that?
Since you what?
Since I disagree with that, like I'm not with that. That's just ill. You know what I'm saying now? You know what I mean?
I guess what's that? A conservative now? I don't even know.
I'm a basher. I'm a hater. I'm a,
No, because
you
you're
know
I
what I
entitled to
mean?
your
mean,
opinion. You're not sitting up
uh,
here like kill all
as
of them.
yeah,
No.
as long as you respect people for living beings, and that's it. You know, personally, your views on how one chooses to live their life or their lifestyle, that's that's different. You know what I mean? Like a person, I deal with people all the time that I don't agree with their lifestyle, but you know, I'm cordial to them. You know, do business with them and stuff like that. You know, like so it's just a difference. You know what I mean? Like a lot of times, you know what I mean, you're gonna hold that in your personal, you know, feelings, but people gonna call you whatever based on whatever you believe. You know what I mean? So you just
Right.
can't worry about that.
I just look
You
at
know
it
what I
like
mean?
this. Like I said, you stay in your lane. Don't put me into it. Just be honest. You know what I'm saying? and then let me take it from there. You know
Do
what I
y'all
mean?
think that there should be a third bathroom for trans?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, absolutely. All votes is in.
Yeah.
Unanimous.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It should be a separate
yeah,
everything. Like, okay, cool. I'm not against you having your rights, but certain
yeah,
things, okay, it just don't make sense. No, you should not be in the same sport
yeah.
at all. You,
Like
your
something.
hormones, your chemical bill, your makeup is still that of whatever gender you was born as.
Born. That's
You
that's
cannot
what
Yeah,
you
switch
are.
over as a woman and say
Yeah.
you're a man and then want to be a boxer. You're gonna get
yeah,
your goddamn head knocked off. You cannot switch
yeah. Like
over as a man and
right.
say you want to be a woman and then want to be in a wrestling competition. No,
Yeah,
no, it's not
right.
fair.
Body
No,
slamming
I was
chicks.
I was I was at work and I had to transport somebody and and it was a girl, but it was she was acting like a boy, and when I went to say her name, she had to use her real name, and it was Rebecca. And I'm like, what you do that for? But anyway,
Yeah. And this is another thing that's getting crazy is the pronouns and all that stuff, like the names and stuff like that. Like that's getting like a
Let the
little out of
conversation
pocket.
have got out.
The fact that you get offended is out of pocket. Oh, he mispronoun me or Bitch, listen, you, him, her, his, she. You know I'm talking to you.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not doing it to be smart.
I'm gonna start like be like you on the bus, you be like, hey yo, this hey yo people.
Uh-huh. Go back to
No,
coming to
Yeah,
America. Your mama name is Cassius. I'ma call him Cassius. Like I ain't got
yeah.
time.
no,
Excuse me,
that's
sir. I'm not a sir. How you know? Oh, he call you it? What do you want me to call you? I mean, I don't get it. I mean,
Ma'am,
it's just
sister,
no,
ma'am.
no. Or you
What?
like
that's
the
I
you
said he,
searching.
she.
They searching for an identity, man. They just need to come. They like to be like the Washington Redskins and just come up with their own name or something. This is
Okay, not the
definitively
comedy.
y'all. I seen
Yeah.
like the same people. Like it could be a woman that feels like she's a boy or man, and I seen two of them that feel totally different from each other on how they should be called pronouns. Like y'all the same. Y'all both are lesbians. You know that for lack of better words, y'all are the masculine ones, and y'all don't feel the same about what y'all should be called.
Yeah, because
Y'all
some
need to
people
come
aren't.
together.
Because some people aren't making it that serious, and that's usually the older ones. The older ones, I'm trying to tell you, the older gays are like, we are sick of these little niggas. Like, y'all are doing too much. Like, okay, great, y'all get to be married. That's awesome. Y'all deserve that right. Y'all can have any right. You shouldn't be discriminated against because who you fell in love with, or for whatever reason your sexuality is. True,
Yeah,
but you don't get no special treatment neither.
yeah,
You don't get no special treatment neither.
yeah.
You don't get to switch your sexuality and be like, okay, well now everybody has to. Don't nobody gotta do shit. That's you. That's your life.
Right.
no that, but everybody on that look on that nowadays. Look at me, look at me. I'm here. Look, 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 look.
Yeah.
You see me? You
Yeah,
see
they need
me?
attention. I did this. I did that. No. Okay. Yeah, y'all
Yeah.
should. If you in the same sex relationship, you should be able to get married. You should be able to have those benefits. You should be able to, if that person died, collect some type of insurance so you can pay for their funeral. You should be able to do all that. Fine. That's y'all, but you can't put that on somebody else to be like, you gotta respect me. You gotta do this, this, and that. And there's no
Yeah.
reason for us as
Right.
heterosexuals to hate on them because like just look and discuss like well, we ain't
But
got a
you want to
heaven
know
and hell
what?
to
But
send
you want to know
nobody
what?
to.
You know what? I think that if it wasn't so open and they trying to be like screaming it out, it would have been cool. But since they trying to be like everywhere you turn is just like, hey, 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 hey. I think that's why it's so people are so like coming at them like that. You know what I mean?
So that is true. I mean,
I mean, they getting more rights. They getting more
They're
rights.
getting the same
It's
rights. They're just
crazy.
implementing more. They're just implementing more laws now because I don't know. Just because it's a lot of white people doing it too. I think that
Yeah.
because all of a sudden hate crime is a thing.
Mm.
Y'all been killing us for years. Ain't call it a hate crime.
Yeah, right.
So let's say your child is in school, he in the schoolyard, and and a little gay child and him, they had a disagreement or whatever, and the gay child called him stupid, and the other child called him a homo or some derogatory word like that. Do you think that the kid that said the homo word should get in more trouble than the kid that called the kid stupid first?
Is a
Um,
stupid kid in LD class? Because both of them wrong. You stating
yeah,
facts. Leave
wrong
the
is
people
wrong.
Well,
alone.
it's kind of like, but you know how it is. It's kind of like when somebody call you a name. You know what I mean? You gonna call them a name back. And my name just worse than your name. I
Yeah, you
just,
right. You right.
you know what I mean? I just got one up on you because I just said what I said. You know? So
Okay, well then you got to switch that up. Okay, then you got to switch that analogy up to say, okay, say Brian, little white boy, is gay
mhm.
and calls Tyrone a nigga, and then he said, "Oh, you're a homo." That would be equal.
But
That would be equal.
the thing that kills me about it, right, is that when we used to call each other homos, it wasn't like it was never towards gay. It was like we trying to up our
Towards each
friend.
other.
Yeah, we
If
just
you grew up in the '90s and the
yeah, it was
'80s,
like
faggot was never towards anybody that was gay.
nobody, no,
Yeah,
nobody. Yeah, it wasn't towards them.
it was
No,
the
you
It was
can't.
just
degradation
But
of
no,
one
but
of you.
listen.
Yeah.
You can't even say this though. You acting like a girl now, or
You
telling your child this
crazy?
like,
Who
or no,
told?
listen, or you telling your child this like, I was with something cause with my son, right, and it was uh with a special instructor. So I was like, yeah, I was like, man, dudes don't scream. So she got a whole attitude. Like I'm like looking at her like
I didn't hear what you said.
you getting upset. Cause I told my son, I said, yo, I was like, dudes don't scream. So she caught a whole attitude with me because I said to my son, like, yo, you a
That's a
dude, don't
whole different.
scream.
That's a whole different. That's a whole different topic.
No, that's
That's
just
a whole
like
different
almost
topic
the same.
now
That's the
because
almost the, that's almost the same thing. What you well, it is
it's
a little
not
bit. It's the
because
same
now they're
thing.
on. Now the thing is that with men showing emotion, since y'all were raised not to show any emotion, then you get in relationships and all that, and they're like, you don't talk, you don't communicate, you don't got no emotion because you were raised not to show any emotion.
What does
That has nothing
emotion
to do
do
with your
for people?
sexuality.
How much
But it,
emotion? How many times has emotion got a human being in trouble?
No, I'm not
People
talking
that kill.
about
No, but what I'm saying is
no,
people that
the
kill
loss of
people, they get
control of your
emotional.
emotions gets
Yeah.
you in trouble. Not showing
Eh,
your emotion when you lose control of your emotions. Because you should always have somebody you're safe enough that you have a safe space where you can share your emotions so they don't build up, so you don't lose control of your
but every
emotions.
every time I've ever used my emotions with a female, it came back to bite me in my ass. She used them against me later on.
And that was the wrong female. And there was also a female that was raised that way also. That's why we shouldn't be raised that way.
But I think what he's speaking on is kind of the majority
Yeah, it's not.
because
But I
like
It's
feel you, Lil. I feel you on that because Lige screamed one day and he sounded like the guy off Home Alone. He saw me, and me and him turned around like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
but
But it's
that's what
just
I'm saying.
a
Like,
jerk
but you,
reaction
but
because
I'm
it's
just
just
saying
known
we
as
can't
being
say
a female
we
thing.
can't talk like that no more. We can't say we gotta watch what we say
why.
on certain things. You know what I'm saying? And that's like, dang, like I it's like dang, it makes like feel uncomfortable. Like dang, you can't even be you. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the
And then
problem
it ain't
with
like
that's the problem with the
you
human
don't
race.
mean
You
no
can't even be
harm what you
yourself no
saying.
more. That's in
Yeah.
everything, bro. You can't even be like like chess or like Pokemon or
Well, somebody think that
yeah
you,
yeah
oh, I'm a
without
gay
somebody
back
judging
or I'm
you
a
on yeah.
racist or I'm a no. That's just
I'm gonna judge you on
that's,
Pokemon.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
crazy.
Thank you. Like that's just
Right.
that's just how I talk. That's my lingo. You know what I mean? Like I can't even make jokes and stuff like, and that's what the comedians even getting upset about.
And
Like,
that's
dang,
why they
I
sound
gotta watch
corny
it.
now.
Yeah, right,
But you
right.
can, you can. That comes with society telling you, oh, you supposed to give a fuck what the next motherfucker think, and don't.
No, they getting a lot of backlash and stuff.
Okay, that's for
I mean,
celebrities. When you're in the spotlight, there are certain things you can and cannot do. There's certain things you can and cannot do as a celebrity, as a role model, or some type of public figure. It's certain things you can. It
true,
comes with that territory.
correct,
It's called the price of fame.
Yeah.
correct.
Unless you still want to do it, you can still do it. You can still speak, and you might get blackballed. You might not. You might end your career.
And
But
that
it's
and
depending
you know
on
what?
what price do you put on your own identity.
I think a lot of them, if they don't care about it, you know what I'm saying, and they probably could still keep that thing. But since they want to be like, all right, dang, I'm in like a lion, then I'm going out like a lamb. Now they just like whatever, you know what I mean? So I mean that's the thing about it. That's crazy. Like, and you're right, the price of fame. It's like you gonna do anything to try to like like to sell your soul. And I think that, you know what I mean? It's just that's off the. It's just crazy though,
I
man.
mean, think
Like
about
this,
our music. Our music was so disrespectful. Like I rock
Yeah.
DMX still to this day. Huh. You know how many times he said faggot in one song? What? And and I'm still gonna say it, and I'm gonna say it loud and say it loud, cause what? Take it how you want it. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking about you. I'm not disrespecting you personally. But the
It's
freedom of
funny.
speech is freedom of speech, point blank.
It's funny because
it ain't no freedom. It ain't no freedom no more.
back in the '80s, the Jews, a lot of rappers came at the Jews, especially like Ice Cube, and they ain't had no big uproar back then. Oh, you're
Mm-mm.
anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't hear all that back in the day. You know what I mean? Ice Cube still got a check and even got bigger. But now in this time frame, they coming at anybody that say anything
Because they
about
know they can.
Cause
yeah.
they're sensitive.
Because
They just
they want people to, if you're in a position where you can say something and get people to stop you going to say something. But if you're in a position that you can't, what you gonna do?
Yeah, yeah.
that's true.
It's just like when back in the day when they used to blatantly call us NIGGA. Then one day we just woke up and start, pouncing on them, and now they won't say it out their mouth even if you tell them to say it.
Man, they had the E and the hard R, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you're right, you're right. But it's
The hard
hard to
R.
get it's hard to get a white person to say that word in front of you now. Like I got some friends at my job that we be telling them, "Yo, good, just say it," and they refuse to say it because they like we've made it to the point where we get active with them, or you know what I mean, and they know the results
Yeah,
of it, and that's what
yeah, but
all these
then
people are doing because they know they can cancel you. They go
yeah,
and say something about it. If they couldn't do nothing about
yeah.
it, they wouldn't say nothing about it.
The funny thing is, you got a whole nother side of black dudes that allow their white friends to say it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
Like,
what I'm trying to get at is like if we stop buying their products until they start accepting what we talking about, I bet you that change
oh
they
yeah,
what's the name up.
oh yeah, for sure. We the biggest consumers,
Yeah,
for
that'll change
sure.
they whole. We'll be able to say whatever we want then.
I mean, that
But
go
we
for
can
voting
still,
too.
Yeah,
but
That go
we
for
can
voting
still
too.
to show off.
yeah. That's our
We could
problem.
Yeah,
have been dead at that. We could have been
yeah,
dead at that. We had plenty
We
of
gotta
black
get
clothing
together and
lines.
do.
We
Yeah.
didn't want that. We didn't want that. We wanted Tommy Hilfiger. We wanted Polo. We wanted people that did not want us.
Yep.
We
And
could
they
have been
still
rocking
don't want
Fubu.
us.
We could have been rocking Fat Farm. We could have been rocking Baby Fat.
yeah,
Fubu,
yeah,
Fubu.
yeah,
Now,
yeah.
Yeah.
baby fat
Well,
was baby fat
But
wasn't like
one person talked
Yeah.
negative
Well.
about it, and that's a wrap. Oh,
yeah
you
yeah,
rocking
yeah.
it,
yeah, yeah.
which don't make no sense.
I mean, people disagree with me, but That's why I said that's the very reasons why I said we do need another leader. People don't like to hear that, but
Yeah, we
what
do.
direction are we going to go
We
into
don't
if
have
we
a
don't?
direction, bro.
They killed all our leaders. That tell you how powerful all of them, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, any one of them, they killed them. You know what I
They
mean?
killed
So
anything that was strong about us. Black Wall Street.
yeah, yeah, bombed them.
Anything
That's
that
the
was
first
anything.
bombing. That's the first and I think the only bombing ever on U.S. soil. Tulsa,
No,
Oklahoma.
move. Move.
Move. Yeah.
Move? No, Tulsa was way before Move. Move was in the 80s. That
You said the
Osage Avenue.
only.
I said the oldest.
Oh.
I said, or maybe the only. Yeah, I said, or maybe the only. No, I'm talking about, you're right, but that's the city. I'm talking about the U.S. government. Like military planes bombed the city of Tulsa, Oklahoma. You know what I mean? It killed a lot of people in that town. But you right on the city level. Yeah, move. They bombed, we know about that. We could talk about that on another show, honestly. But
Yeah.
but yeah, they as far as the U.S. military, you know what I mean? That's the only bombing on U.S. soil, apart from Hawaii. Also, because somebody could say that, oh, they got Pearl Harbor, but I'm talking
Nobody
about
talking
on this
to
piece of land right here.
Yeah. That wasn't
we
about us. That wasn't about
our
us.
people was bombed.
Yeah.
our, our our towns got drowned out. Lake Lanier and several
Yeah.
others in Mississippi and across the South and different other
Shoot.
places. Yeah, so
Hurry, Katrina. They still they that's still
Yeah,
they
yeah,
answer.
that's part of it
They
too.
put them in a
Yeah,
situation.
yeah,
they put them in a
You know what I'm
yo,
situation they
saying?
couldn't
the
get out. Yeah, that's the same thing.
the craziest thing to me in this day and age, well, one of them that tops my list is that there is still sundown towns in every state in America.
Mm.
And in Pennsylvania, Virginia, all of those states got sundown towns. You wouldn't even know it. Some of them you wouldn't even know it. Some of them are blatant with it, and some of them you wouldn't even know it. Like, and that's crazy in this day and age that you could go to a town and you can't be caught out there because you whatever race you are that ain't white. Like in
It's easier to
2024,
hide now.
yeah, 2024, man, you would think that that would be eradicated, but because of the people we have in charge, they keep these things going. You know what I mean? So all of this stuff is like a melting pot of destruction for the country. When you look at
That's being a
LGBTQ,
Democrat.
No,
All of
over,
them work
man.
together regardless.
it's
All
two
of them
fangs
work
off the
together.
same snake. Two fangs off the same snake, man. Ain't none of them really for us. But
But it's
I would
divided
say,
and conquer.
I'm gonna go to the right on my vote.
It's the
Yeah,
Willie Lynch syndrome forever and a day.
Right, right,
yeah,
right,
yeah,
right.
absolutely,
Ever and a day.
absolutely. Yeah, like it's systematic. We are the. I hate to say it because I don't want to like degrade our people or nothing, but we like kids in the candy shop. Like we like, we take these shiny things like
But
they
y'all
say
can
the
say,
monkeys. The
but y'all,
monkeys attracted to shiny things.
hmm
You know, and is this going to take? I mean, I think awareness is the greatest it's ever been right now for like consciousness and stuff. Like a lot of things are
I
coming out. A
don't
fully
lot of
know,
people.
aware.
man. I
Yeah.
don't know about that.
I
How
can
you say
say
it?
more than the years previous. If you look at our generation now, we're more privy
Everything is
to
more open.
information than we used to be.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Information
more
is
I
everything.
information. Yeah, we got more information, but we still like. I know too many people that's just they just don't want to know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
And it's
Yeah, they
I
don't
know
People love.
care.
yeah I know like
Yeah,
a
a lot of
handful of
people
people
don't
who do
care.
want to like get to the next level, but it's not a lot of people that want to get to the next level for real, as
Yeah, because
compared.
Because
people
they
get.
only know what they see.
Yeah,
They can't
yeah,
Yeah,
see
people
beyond the
people
projects.
get
They can't
comfortable.
see beyond the
yeah.
violence.
Yeah,
They
They get
can't
too
see beyond
comfortable
because
and think,
it's
oh, I'm
generation.
gonna just
yeah,
live off of welfare or whatever, whatever this is, and scamming. I'm think that's gonna last forever. Like it's a lot of people out there that don't want to take that next step.
for sure, for sure. But they gonna get left behind. That's
But
the thing.
that was what
Yeah,
it was
but we
put in
if we
place
only got a
for.
couple lovers that's going to the next level, then
It's only gonna take a couple of us to get everybody else. I mean, you look at who controlling us. It's only a couple of them. It ain't a whole bunch of people controlling us. It's a couple. It's the strong. They're the ones. So they just put
But
devices out there.
those
Mhm.
couple have more resources.
Yeah.
For sure. That's why I'm saying they put devices out there like traps to get us snared with the delusions and stuff and there's distractions.
But that's been
So
put in place. This system this has been put in place
for sure, it's a
since. Like
Roman
I can't
system.
even since.
I
We live
mean,
in Rome.
yeah. What they say, everything is premeditated. Everything.
Yeah,
You know
but
what
it's
I'm
gonna
saying? And
take
how,
somebody to liberate us from that, and that's not just so-called black people, but just all the small people because it's really attack on the lower class. You know what I mean? So classism is just about as stronger than racism, to be honest. Because you got people in the
Oh
upper
yeah.
class that look just like us that's holding us down too. You know what I mean? So it's the haves and has nots, a war between the haves and has nots. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, but
they going,
society and with social media, it is always going to be that devil in your ear, the devil on your shoulder, just
yeah,
saying, okay, well, you can't do this, or this is why, or people, somebody hating on you, they don't like you, and such and such and such and such. Like them random posts you'll see come across your timeline on Instagram or Facebook from nobody you know at all. Just talking, oh well, and such and such, oh, they must be hating. A person hating on
Yeah,
you if
or
they do
making up
this. If they
something.
didn't share
Yeah.
your post, then they like what?
You're right
yeah,
about
and
yeah,
that.
then and then and then and then
100%
the
right.
crazy part, they with you for 1 second, and then they'll burn your house down, and then in another second. You know what I'm
They're
saying?
never with you.
You
They're
Yeah,
never with
that's. But I'm just saying how everything is. So that's another thing too. Like when you say a leader and all that stuff, it's kind of hard too though, because like if if they somebody can make a lie about that
No,
person,
we.
and everybody trying to trash that person.
I
there's
think
You know
no
we.
what
other
I'm
way
saying?
though.
No, no,
There's no
no.
other way though.
I do think we did have a leader for a hot ass second, Nipsey Hussle.
You think that?
Yeah, because niggas was following what he was like. Niggas was prepared to follow. Let me say that they was prepared to get on his page because he was showing this is how you do it. But you right, they killed him too. Like,
I mean, they
Yeah,
killed
before he
Pac.
got a
Well,
chance
yeah,
to spread all
well,
the way to
I
the
mean,
East
I
Coast.
don't. Hey, Cal, when you said, I mean, listen, I don't even think Nipsey Hussle was like that on that. I mean, I'm not saying that he wasn't, but the only person I can say was Tupac. But Nip, since he died, they put him on that pedestal. But
no, he
I
was
mean,
doing
he didn't.
like he was
He,
he was
look,
making moves,
he,
Lil, like to the point where niggas was seeing, okay, this shit is real. You can actually do this and you can do that
Yeah,
and you can take this from this and put this here and build yourself up. That's what he
yeah. Boy
did.
I,
was he was super big in California, man, and then a lot of people respected him on the East
Respected his
Coast and
hustle, and
different
they
things.
was looking at
I
it
mean,
like,
I think
okay, if this nigga can stop selling
yeah,
drugs and do this and flip these T-shirts and do this and then get
yeah,
this shit in the stores with digital things
yeah.
on it.
I get
I
what you're
think he
saying, but
didn't
I'm
get
saying
the
I don't think he
publicity
had
like that.
longevity. I'm just saying
No, he didn't have the
if he
Yeah,
longevity, but what I'm saying is he's the
yeah.
closest to becoming
yeah,
our like leader because
No,
everybody
yeah. He
I'm gonna
believed
didn't
say
in him.
really.
you know who they hating on, Master P. Master P be giving them gems.
But see, Master P wasn't like directly saying this is what you do. Master P was doing it and you seen it. He was saying, yo, this you go here, you do this. You go here, you do this.
All
You
right,
take this from this and you put it into that. And you put this to this.
right.
And niggas was like, oh, you could do that? Oh, hold the
Yeah,
fuck up.
not to be on no conspiracy theory or nothing, but he was about to put out the documentary on Dr. Sebi
Mm.
Sure,
right
sure.
before
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
got killed.
yeah,
And he was about to
Yeah,
go
sure,
yeah.
sure.
with the
And,
what's the name about the gangs to break the gangs up.
oh, okay.
Go meeting
Mm,
with the big
yeah.
dogs.
And I think a lot to do. A lot of people didn't know who he was until his death. He wasn't really highly publicized about things he was doing or what he was about. Like I knew about him and had a couple of his old mixtapes back in the day, but I wasn't really a fan of his like that because
No,
I found.
I don't
I,
think a lot of people was a fan of his until Victory Lap. Like a fan of his music.
hmm
It was
Yeah,
just the
yeah,
way
yeah,
he
for
was
sure.
doing stuff and the way he was connecting with the people and saying, "This is how you do it." He was showing
Yeah,
you on. If you look at his YouTube page, he was showing you. You invest in, say, stock A
yeah,
or B, and then you take this and watch this for a couple days and look at the Law of 72 and all it. I learned a lot of stuff from him, bro. And I'm kind
yeah,
of like up on stuff, and I was like, damn, I didn't know you could do that and put everything in a trust. Don't put it on this and don't. He was
yeah,
killing on that shit, and it made you believe like, hold on, I don't have to do that over there. I can be doing this and
yeah.
put that same energy that I was selling crack and put it into this. Okay, I'm gonna try it out.
Yeah.
And
I
he had
think
people
we need
believing.
to get somebody that is like, okay, like the problem with it is this the platform. I mean, it's perfect. It's music. Music you can get it
Yeah,
across, but I don't really think that that's the route. Like,
I think Jay
it,
Z
it,
could be a leader too in a certain thing
oh
if
yeah, yeah,
Definitely,
he
definitely.
opened
if he
himself
was,
up and stopped hiding the information, all the information he has.
yeah, but a
He
good
could be a
leader,
leader.
I don't know.
No, I'm
I don't
just
know if
saying
he's gonna give
somebody
us
that
what we want.
you can follow, that you can
Yeah,
say, hey, he did it this way. I know if I do it this way and swerve off or whatever I have to do, I can still make something of myself. That's I
yeah.
think
I
that's the
mean,
whole
more,
problem with black people.
but
They don't think that they can do these amazing things that they really can do.
well, it's really
But
a lot of simple things that it has to do with like your choices in education. Like it's simple to really get like a degree in like what do you call it, political science degree, for instance. A political science degree, you can go lobby Congress, for the things that you want in your community, your area, whatever.
But a lot of people, a
And
lot of
like
black people don't
the
even
inf
know that.
the yeah,
They
for
don't know
sure.
the
That's what
first
I'm
thing
saying. Like
about
the inf
black people. They need
that's
to see something in effect. When you Just like when you see the motherfuckers, they went from FUBU to this and that. They seen somebody that they respected had it on, so they went and rocked it. If they didn't
yeah,
see
yeah.
those people that they respect that had or do the things that they want to do, they'll never do that shit.
And see the people that they respect now is Lil Uzi Vert,
Yeah,
is all these
and
other
that's why the world going
entertainers.
to shit.
So influences everything. I always say that. That's my motto. Influences everything, man.
But it's also the lack of education.
Yeah, for
It's the
sure.
lack of education.
But
Like
education
the
is also a choice though, because I'm not school educated, but I read a whole lot of stupid stuff that I shouldn't be reading, and I don't learn it all. I don't get everything that they trying to teach me, but I might learn something that's all the way over here just reading.
yeah,
Be learning
but
stupid
Yeah,
it's
but
stuff
still,
you
like,
but
don't
no,
have
no,
oh
no, no,
shit,
no,
I
nobody.
didn't
no,
know
no.
that.
No, I agree with her on the lack of education because, like, say the Caucasians and stuff like that, and the Indians and stuff, the moms and they just training them and having them like there. You know what I'm saying? And I think that if in the hood, if we get the education, man, we'll be off the hook. But
You
they
know
know they're
why?
not
it's,
giving
You
to
know
us
why I say
It's
because
that? You know
knowledge.
why that's kind
right,
of
yeah,
false?
It don't have
You
to
know
be
why that?
school edu. It should be school education,
because
but basic
yeah.
knowledge.
You know why I
y'all
You
say
heard
don't
that's
Yeah,
know
kind
y'all
of
like
like
false?
y'all
it's
heard of
like
the
with
Cartlets,
Queens.
right? Y'all ever heard of The
Who?
Cartlets?
Yeah,
who?
The Cartlets,
cartilage,
like
cartilage.
the Hannibal and all them, because
Oh yeah,
they
yeah, 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 yeah,
in upper Africa, you know what I'm saying? Because they was powerful than Rome and all that, you know what I'm saying? And I mean that's another story, but I mean that they was, but the country was called Cartlage, you know what I'm saying?
all,
I might
all,
be saying
all,
the name wrong, huh?
all it needs, man, in this country is a reform of
But
everything.
Yeah,
If
but
you
I
a
think
do
reform
yeah,
over.
if you reform the education, you make it so like after eighth grade, high school should be full of electives, because like for instance, trigonometry. It's not a type of math that's used
Use
every
anywhere.
day.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
gotta
in
become
real
a
life,
scientist or
so
some. Yeah, like
right. So if your child wants to be an astrophysicist or something like that, then fine. But it should cut off after algebra, okay, on the normal. So when your child go to school, he can learn about credit. learn, you know what I mean, bank accounts and trust and all of that stuff in there. And just life courses. It should be for training to come out into the real world, and trade schools and stuff like that should be
But
high
see,
school.
that's the thing. Our in our areas and our neighborhoods, they don't have
No,
that.
they don't.
Right, right.
They don't.
My
In other areas,
yeah, my
like I
son.
live
I'm
in
sorry.
South
Go ahead.
Carolina right now,
Hmm.
and the local school is basic. We got football, got that, the regular stuff. 20 minutes up the road, they got a farm. They got archery. They have technical programs. They have the welding programs. They have the electrician program. All of this is in the high school,
Yeah, where I'm
but
where
they
I
don't teach us that.
yeah where I live at
They
right
don't
now.
teach us to fill out the census to get the
I live around
funding.
all white
Yeah,
people,
yeah,
and some of the classes that he my baby mom's son, he come home, he got animation and uh social media, science, and like stuff that's really going to matter in the next couple of years. And
yeah,
I go around my way, and they barely got fucking math too.
yeah,
So how do you
See,
think they
yeah,
supposed to conquer anything if they don't know the
yeah,
like
they
what's
not.
going on in the world?
yeah. And
They
that's
the
why I try to
first thing
tell the
I think they
youngins,
should
right?
teach in school is how to open a bank account, how to fucking invest. You don't need no damn
They can't
algebra
even
and
do
all
a
that
regular
shit.
man.
You'll figure that shit out. Who use algebra? Who use
Algebra,
trigonometries?
well, algebra, is used, but trigonometry and stuff like, come on, like that's too much.
When do
Yeah,
you
yeah.
use algebra? Not
Biology. Why should I have to
why?
dissect
Yeah.
a frog? Where I'm
Where,
gonna do that
where
in the
you
world?
doing that at?
Never, ever. I had to dissect a pig. That was so dumb.
Ugh.
Never use it
Yeah.
again.
And that's the point. It's just like reform, man. Like everything need to be changed. If something like that happened in America, we would be in the top three again in the world in
In
education,
education,
and
yeah.
maybe a decade.
But none
Just
of those
doing the
politicians tell us that.
But see,
right.
I don't care
they don't
which
concentrate
one. They
on
don't tell us that.
education anymore.
They don't
Yeah.
break down what the census is for. Because the
Right.
census is just strategically allowing us not to advance.
Yeah.
Because black people are like, oh, they just want to be in our business. No.
Yeah.
Because they already know who's in the neighborhood. You got my address to come here, to send
Yeah.
the goddamn mail here, so you know I live here. You know I got
Yeah.
kids, I file taxes. You know exactly how many people are in this neighborhood and what they need. But since you don't fill out that paper, you're not getting the funding for that area.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely, and that's why it's important to get involved in your local, politics in your local town and stuff like that, city council stuff like that, because that's what really count. All the presidential stuff, man, I
It's
try
for the
to get away from
birds.
that too much. Yeah, like it's a mess even in the cities and stuff, but still, it's just like
But you can
cross
control the cities. You can make them do what
yeah,
they want. You can go right down to them every day if you want. You can't go to Washington every day if you live in Pennsylvania.
right,
You know what I mean?
right,
That's
right,
gonna cost you some money. You can go downtown. Next time I'm
yeah,
downtown, I'm gonna walk over and go to his office and complain to him. And enough people keep doing that to him,
yeah,
he got to change something,
yeah.
or he'll be at
Yeah.
the
I mean, our
job too. Go
our
ahead.
government's oppressive. They've oppressed, you know, uh, of course, all different races of people. They've oppressed women. You know, it's an oppressive system. So there, to me, because somebody asked me, you think these motherfuckers just sitting around bored, just playing with people's lives? Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
Let's see how
Like
much.
the
This is
Eddie
what they
movie, the
saying.
Eddie movie, Trading Places. How much did you bet? $1.
Uh huh.
A
This
dollar.
is what they doing.
Yeah,
They sitting up there like, yeah, let's see how much they can take before they start saying something. Let's
yeah,
see how much we can take from them before they start complaining to us.
Before they even realize.
Yeah.
yeah,
Before they
yeah.
even realize to say something.
Right. And it's like it's just a lot of shout out things that lead to, you know, it's this boiling point, man, they gotta reach. You know what I mean? Like what's the boiling point, y'all?
It
What's
ain't
the
one,
what's
bro.
gonna happen, man? Like
It's
what's the
not
boiling
one.
point?
You're gonna have to leave.
To
United
leave.
States is over, bro. Let me tell y'all right now, the United States is over.
Nah, it
Absolutely.
ain't.
It's
I don't think it's
over, yo.
over. I don't
It's
think it's
over.
over. But it ain't as strong as it's
The
supposed to
lie
be.
is more important than the truth, dude.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
It always
over.
been a lie. I mean, it always
No,
been a lie.
no, Lil, not like
Look
this.
at how we did
Not
currency. No,
like
no,
this.
listen. No, time out. Look at how we did. We built currency. The dollar came from us. So I think that it can come back. It's
And
just
it's
that
worth
how
nothing
how
now.
can I? Yeah,
Yeah.
right. No,
But
but I'm just saying.
currency
No,
was
no,
out
no,
way
no, no.
before
I'm
the
just saying.
You
dollar.
know
I
what?
just
You know
think.
what?
No, no. Listen. No. Just hold on. I just think that is they just gotta bring. They gotta bring back and dreams. You know what I'm saying? And bring back. Um,
How?
I mean, how they can do
The
that?
the
We can
They
American
gotta.
see
dream
it,
is
I
a
mean,
Lil.
they gotta.
Once
They
you,
nightmare.
gotta stop. They gotta stop making them.
the
They gotta stop.
American
No, they
dream is
gotta stop.
four hundred
No,
and
they gotta stop.
sixty-six
No,
thousand
listen. They gotta stop.
dollars.
They gotta stop making us. They gotta stop making us like stupid. You know
Lil,
what I'm saying? Like with all these we were talking about earlier, all these stuff that
Man.
don't make no
Oh,
sense.
people have to rise up. The government's supposed to be for the people, by the people. People have to rise up in order to get any change
Shoot, they
done.
not rising. They want to sit on the. I mean, they just want to do
Yeah, I
social media
mean,
all
yeah,
the
but
but
time.
that's
it's gonna
that
take
makes it
it's
over.
Uh,
gonna be a
reality
breaking
shows and all that
point
stuff.
at some
It's not
point.
gonna
I
be no
think. I
breaking
think.
point. People
No,
gonna
I
take,
just think.
I think so because
I think they.
nigga.
I think
things are going up.
I just went to BJ's and we spent 230, and I could have still stood in the cart. I could have still stood in the cart. We ain't had that much stuff.
Hmm.
Had bought good. I want to say about 16 maybe boxes, maybe. No, you know how they package stuff up. Maybe 16, $230.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
got you got you got you got houses that's $466,000, and it's on my old block. It's over, nigga.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. The boiling point. If
They
stuff
blocking
get
you
to a
out of the
boiling point,
fucking. You won't even be able to
The
and
boiling
survive.
point is not going to do anything but cause destruction.
That's it.
absolute thank you.
That's
That's
it.
what I said. What is it going
What
to be
what
like?
It's,
where do
What
you
is the
think?
boiling?
going to cause destruction.
But see,
with,
Yeah,
with,
the
with
thing
no
is,
And
with
they're, and
destruction
they're
come
making it like
rebirth
this.
come. But I'm saying with destruction come rebirth.
on
yeah,
who?
I think
absolutely.
so.
Destroy and
That's why I said
rebuild
I
for
don't.
sure.
That's why I said I don't think it's going to be over.
With these
It's going to
idiots.
come back, but I think that.
Man,
But you know what I'm saying
With these
for our
idiots.
time, I think
With
Well,
that.
the
these
old way
idiots.
of life, the old way of life is over.
Yes.
That's
they're
what it
not.
mean by over. The old way of
If
life.
y'all paying attention, they are
Mm.
preparing us to be a demise.
We can't
What's
even get along with each other.
and they
Look
made
at
it
the
like that.
music.
They made
How we
it like
talking
that.
music.
Yeah.
Like music,
They did make it
entertainment,
like that. Too.
Dude,
everything is drying up.
I
There's
ain't
no
heard a
more
song that
originality
didn't
and nothing.
say my backside, the car I drive, the blicky, the what is the switch. I ain't heard a song in like 4 years that don't got one of those things in it. Even R&B songs, they don't even talk about fucking love no more.
They
It's an
do. You
effort to
just
No.
put
haven't.
that stuff
They
out.
don't. They don't put that. That's not mainstream
No,
anymore.
but
It's plenty
that's
of
what I'm
artists
saying.
out
What they're
there.
feeding the people is not going to help anybody.
Nah, for sure, it's destructive. Influence,
No,
like I said.
no. You know another thing too. Like, thank you for saying
But
that.
it's been on
We
this road.
we we lost we lost our flavor. No, you good.
We
We
lost our
lost our flavor.
soul.
We ain't even got our soul yet. I'm about to say that we ain't got our soul. Like rap ain't rap no more. R&B. You know what I'm saying? If like
That's how you know it's
Caucasian,
coming to an end.
Let me
like we
ask
ain't
y'all
got
this.
no flavor.
What direction are y'all in right now? Do y'all even know? Like, cause I don't. I don't even know what's like. What is what no more? I don't know
We
what's bad, what's good, what's.
Only
we don't even have.
There's no
I mean,
such
no.
thing
Listen,
anymore.
we ain't even no. Listen, we ain't even got our own personalities no more. I
Yeah,
mean, for real though.
we don't know what we doing anymore. Like we
Our
don't.
our ethnicity. We trying to be everybody else culture. And we ain't even got our own culture. That's
No, I'm
crazy.
talking about Americans. Period. We don't
No, but
know anything.
yeah, I understand that, but I want to go back to us now. And I want to help us out. You know what I'm saying? Sorry about that, but you know what I mean? Look, because
No,
I
it's
know
just
I'm
like
gumbo.
it's
But we've been doing that since the beginning. What do you mean? We fought so hard. We just
Yeah.
the separate was fine. We just needed it to be equal. The
yeah.
separate was fine. We
And you
just
want to know
needed it
why
to be
American?
equal.
Listen, in Pete game too, like you just said, why America ain't American? Because if the blacks ain't got nothing in it, and I only like calling us blacks because we're not blacks, we ancient American or indigenous and stuff like that, or olive. But like if we ain't in this system, it ain't gonna be no system.
Exactly.
I mean it's like it's like how can I say, if you missing a link, that chain that wheel ain't you can't ride that bike. You know what I'm saying?
We
Or
we need
if you ain't
to
got that pillar, we the pillar.
yeah, we
For real, no
need
disrespect,
somebody.
but that is the truth.
Yes, but
Yeah,
we allowed them to make that pillar
True.
be that of monetary value. So it don't matter
yeah,
about you. Long as I got you locked up,
Yep.
guess what?
yeah.
I get money for that.
Yep.
Long as I
And
got you
that's
on child
why
support, I get
But I'm
money
talking
for
about
that.
them
Long as I
docking, but
got
no,
yeah.
you in housing and on Section 8 and all this extra shit, we building on that pillar of
but I'm
negativity, of
but I'm talking about they
bullshit.
not
Nothing that's
they,
going to bring you to the top of that pillar. You just going to be in the middle of that pillar and I'm going to stand on top of your ass.
right. But listen, they were still eating and stuff. But if they trying to kill us off, it ain't gonna be nothing for nobody. It's gonna be, watch this, because how can I say, it's gonna be a domino effect. Like what's going on now with gas and cigarettes. Cigarettes is, you know what I'm saying, where everything is going up high with the houses and stuff like that. If you not somebody gotta be, how what was that saying off of dang, National Treasure or whatever he said, somebody gotta get it, you know what I'm saying? Somebody gotta get locked up. Somebody gotta be a fall guy. You know
No,
what I'm saying?
no, that's not true. Somebody don't have to be a fall guy. You don't have to be anything.
And society, it was always
No, you
slavery.
don't. You can join
You know what I'm
together.
saying? This is a new
If
modern
you join
slavery.
together and everybody holds their end up, the world will be better.
True, but they
People
ain't
don't
nobody
want to
gonna be
hold their
doing that.
end up. That's the problem.
Humans
It's
ain't humans
over.
ain't humans ain't like that. We ain't humans
Humans
ain't
are
built
like
like
that if
that.
you allow them to be. You trick you.
No humans.
A
We
lot of
were
people
like
are
that.
tricked into doing stuff that is not of them, Lil. A
We
lot of people are
blood. No,
tricked into
listen.
that.
Humans been killing each other since days of time. Humans ain't humans
And
ain't
why?
made to
Why?
humans
Because
ain't
they're
made
tricked
to
into
be
thinking they got
kumbaya.
something
Humans never
that
been
other person
kumbaya.
needed. They're tricked into
I
thinking
mean,
their stuff
humans,
over
yeah,
here is
but
better than my stuff. That's why
it's
people kill
it's
each other. People
it's a
don't wake up
difference when you got
hold on,
different like
let me say this. When you are a child, when you meet another child, y'all ain't never killing each other. You learn that stuff. You learn greed, you learn treachery, you learn all these things through your experiences or listening to somebody that don't know what the hell they talking about. But if you come together as people and nobody has no secret agenda, you can do stuff.
No, children, like you just said, children can
But
build
you
with a
learn this
child
stuff, Lil.
mind. But once
I
you start
learned
getting
I
adult,
learned drugs and all that, and you supposed to beat the people up off the block off of older dudes, bro. That didn't come to my mind naturally. They told me if anybody come around here, this is what you do. That was put in my head. That wasn't naturally in my head. I was a peaceful kid when I was a young kid. Cheese and them did that to me. Made me think, oh, everybody's after you. Everybody want what you got. Nobody didn't even give a fuck what I had. For real, for real.
and that's how the world is.
But that's what I'm
It's
talking
human.
about. That's what I'm saying. It is a human thing. But if you in a like you see them say for instance white people. White people love their families. Black people fight their fucking families. Is this the way
No, you
when
got to
you're around
you
people,
got
you
them
around
you
certain
got them cussing their moms and dads out there, and they'll kill their families quick too.
but it's not
Black
many,
people,
it's not
no,
a
no,
lot, it's
black
not
people,
enough
no,
to
listen,
say that is what they
we
are.
nowadays, no,
But you
listen,
got to see how
back
far
in the
that goes
back in the
back. It's
60s and the 70s, they loved their families. We used to love our families. We used to have, remember, we go to grandma's house, big
Yeah, and
mama
we were
house, and eat
taught
and
to
all that stuff
start
like
beating
that.
people up. We were taught
Yeah,
this stuff.
we start trying to
And
live
you
like a
taught
Caucasian life.
and now what they're taught that you got to
We
twerk to
trying to
be
live.
sexy and get a boob job and a butt job. and they believe this shit.
Yeah.
When in actuality, they don't need to get
No,
any of that stuff.
like I just said earlier, we when we started losing our personality, our soul, and all that, we started trying to live, trying to be their life. You know what I'm saying? And
No,
I
a
mean,
lot
no
of it,
But what,
a
disrespect.
but,
You know
lot
what
of
I'm
it
saying
but
is
to
we've
self
our
been
hate.
babies
trying
and
to
all,
live
but
their life since we thought they had a better life.
Yep.
We should have
right,
stopped right at, okay, we got our freedom, we got our civil rights.
Let's
You're
go.
not allowed to fuck us up, you're not allowed to beat us. We
That's
want equal pay, but we have our own communities.
that's
We
it.
wanted, if we should have had equal, damn the separate. We could keep the separate because we was good separate.
Yep.
right, right,
Just like we were
correct.
talking about back on the subject of women's rights. That women's movement, the
Fucked
equal
y'all.
rights, that wasn't the black woman's movement.
Yeah,
We wasn't
fucked
getting beat
y'all up.
in our households. We were had a strong family unit because we all we had back then.
Mm-hmm.
It was the black people against everybody
And
else.
they fooled motherfuckers into thinking that it was something
And they
else.
tricked these women into thinking, oh, be independent. You don't
Uh
need a
huh.
man. The government took over with. Black Panther started that. They started that.
Mm.
And they're like, okay, well, since you getting government assistance, you can't have a man in the household. They started
Yeah,
dividing us. And it was easy for us for the disconnect because it goes back to our ancestors. We used to our families separating and being apart. If we can keep them together, that's why we tried to keep them together. That's why it was such a strong unit because it was safer in numbers.
definitely.
But we wanted to be like them. Oh, they got this. They doing this over there. When
Mm-hmm.
black people been doing that, but they was killing us for it. It been rich black people. It been black people doing this and doing that and having
Look at
the
Rosewood
own
and all that.
street
Yeah,
and building stuff
black.
and inventing
Hmm.
stuff and having separate shit.
And you know what else too? They tried to do. They used to say that we lazy. That was
Yeah,
Never
that
been
was
lazy.
that was the back in the day. Oh, black people they just lazy. No, we work hard as shit, but you just
How?
don't see it.
How?
Oh, we
So you
leave we
so
leave
you
our
took a bunch of
children.
lazy motherfuckers to come do your crops and shit? You just
Yeah,
picked the laziest
yeah.
motherfuckers.
You pick the laziest people to do all the work. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But
It's
they trick you
like
ridiculous.
and they trick people into thinking that if you say something enough times, some people gonna start to believe it.
look,
Yeah.
peek in what this elder told me though. All right, there's like a nappy head, right? Now nappy head didn't come from us. It came from a Caucasian. One day the Caucasian mom was combing her daughter hair and said, "Oh, you nappy head." You know what I'm saying? They used that. You know what I'm saying? But if you ever notice, I don't know if it's because of how the like mosquitoes won't attack you and stuff like that, or lice. Your hair is curly. You know what I'm saying? If you ever look at a our hair, you see it curls up. You know what I'm saying? It ain't straight. Straight with nappy, it tangles up. That's nasty. When you got straight hair and stuff like that, our hair don't tangle up. So you know what I'm saying? And I mean, you see, like the ladies, they want to have the wigs and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, I think
But
that
that was a
it's just
trick
like,
too. All that's a trick. They
Yeah,
trick
all
you
yeah,
into
that was
thinking that's
it,
beautiful,
it
yeah,
elude wealth because they deemed us as poor. They deemed us as less than.
and they
So
didn't
that
want to
made
look
it
up
think,
they
like
okay, your
spending
hair
three hundred
straight, your
dollars on
skin
right,
lighter,
yeah,
you better than you get more, you get accepted more.
that's
And it's
what they
still
make
like
you
that in
think.
society.
They
They
make you
just now
think that.
embracing locks and natural hair.
Yeah, but it's nothing. I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do about it for real, because we're so like it's not enough of us on this wavelength to get us out of here. If you
I think
understand
it
what I'm
is.
saying,
We're just not all connected.
we have to.
I think it is.
correct.
I
Yeah,
think it
but
is. We're just
that's
not
the only.
all
But see,
connected.
we're not connected. That's the problem. And how do you connect a bunch of people that think, oh, I'm better than this guy and I'm better than this? We have to teach our
That's the problem. You
children
can't think you're
You got
better
to
than
get
anybody.
somebody. It's always got to be a leader, man. It's got to be somebody that get people to see and
another way.
you
Yeah, I
know that
understand that.
cares of yeah. You know what I mean? Because guidance is what's needed, and it ain't us in our generation. It's the generations under us. I'm Gen X.
They're not
Most of
going to
us
do it, bro.
here, I don't know, but I think it'll happen. It's just like I
Casanat is
said.
like one
It
of
takes that person.
the most famous people now, and people like Sexy Red. They the most famous people, and not saying that everybody
Now,
gonna just
that's
be
now
following
though.
them naturally, but everybody is trying to replace them, and that's crazy.
Because they glorify the worst parts
In us,
of the
yes,
black community. The
yes,
worst parts.
and it's hard. It's going to be hard to come from out of that on top of a dude, a, a, a Caucasian pushing you down.
Oh my God. That just
Well,
gave
it's
me a
gonna
headache.
it's
That
gonna
game just gave me
definitely.
a headache.
I mean, it's been some chances that we've had
Yeah, it's been a
to
lot of
do it,
chances that
but
we had,
nobody
but
is.
they destroy them.
Yeah, nobody stepped up to the plate. More recent, the Black Lives Matter was a sham, but with the power movement in the beginning, you would have thought that. I mean, it could have made change if it was the right, if
Yeah,
it was,
if it was
all for the
going
right
in the right
intention.
direction, yes, yes, you're right. But
But it
as usual,
was.
So it's so
But we
you
didn't
could
stick with
what you say,
that.
Queen?
We didn't follow through with
That's what I'm
that.
saying, but that's because it's corrupt. That's because the money from that movement goes to a whole white man. So the thing about it is, it's a good thing we didn't because that was not a good system for us. But it showed
But we
us
didn't even
what
have
we're
to put
talking
no
about
money
now.
towards that movement. That's the problem. We think it's
But
monetary
but
value. We didn't have to put no money
but,
towards that movement. It was
but
actions that we
then
needed. It was
yeah,
actions.
but the people who funded that movement, that's who the agenda is based off of, whatever their agenda is. And when you find out that somebody's agenda isn't what you thought it was and is actually different than the cause is for, we shouldn't support it. So some things that our people gonna come out with is gonna be good, some things gonna be bad. But we need to get together and support something that's really tangible.
No, we had something and we could have just took it. We could have just
One
took
thing
it from them.
but see, that's the hard thing because I was having this conversation with somebody a long time ago. We could literally take over the United States, but our only problem would be is like the white people that's on our side, we wouldn't know who they are because they like the people that's against us could be lying to us and setting us up.
told
So
us.
it's that same thing. What, what happened?
He keep going in and out. He be back.
Oh,
Yeah, I keep going in and out, man.
He be back.
that's
We not
wild.
even phased no more. He coming back.
Take a short break, right? So,
So now,
yeah,
yeah,
I'm
but
back.
I don't know, man. It's
Yeah, y'all see?
I'm not really I don't want to
Oh man,
say I guess enthusiastic that it's going to change. Like it got to be some like crazy something going on that somebody come out of nowhere with some special new way of thinking. Other than that, man, I don't know, bro. I can't
Yeah.
really see it. We just got so much stacked up against us, man.
Yeah, but that just in that case, just keep doing your part. That's
Yeah,
all you can do. Keep doing your part.
yeah.
If everybody at least has that mentality,
That's what'll fix it. If everybody just did their best to be great and good,
you know,
then we'll get rid of all this stuff in about a year. Because black people on some serious stuff is that powerful, but they just don't understand it. They don't understand the power that they hold. They hold all creativity.
why is he down there?
Two
I,
times.
hey, then he came on top of us. Hey,
What is Lil doing? Everybody is going haywire. All right, y'all stay still. Y'all making
There
me
we go.
nervous.
now she going.
Quit
No,
all
she
the
here.
the
movement.
John acting crazy, man.
Feel
It's
like
about to
bad
be,
boys.
yeah,
I'm way
probably
too
time.
unstable for this. Oh, I got the damn movement.
So we gonna get another Malcolm X, Martin
No,
Luther King one day.
no.
It's a wrap.
Yeah, it's a wrap for that one.
a radical.
No, I
It's
don't
a
think.
radical.
No, I don't think.
Be,
I think
the
it'll
reason
be one.
no, the
No, it'll
reason
be
I
another
think it
one.
won't be one is because people don't listen at all to knowledge anymore, like black people. The only way it could be another Malcolm X or Martin Luther King if he come through music. And he's like Kendrick
No,
Lamar.
music ain't even. I
Kendrick,
think music gonna be
no, they'll
corny.
listen through music. Kendrick Lamar has
No,
a power over people. He has a little different power over
Tra-
people.
Trayvon Martin's situation was powerful enough to get the ball moving
Yeah,
when it
but
happened.
we dropped the ball. We always
Yeah,
gonna drop the
sure.
ball because
I'm just saying
yeah,
it's
our
gonna take
attention
that anger.
span.
It's gonna take something to happen to build that outrage and that anger back. Is what
But I don't see it
I'm saying.
coming.
That's been
Yeah,
happening.
it just happens over
It's
and
been
over and
No,
over and
outrage
over
in that
again.
city.
Yep.
You'll
yeah,
have
but what?
outrage in that city. That's
Yeah,
it.
but
For
well,
a
what
couple
I'm saying is
months.
it's gonna take
I
something way
think.
different.
No, it's
I
gonna be
think. No,
outrage,
listen.
outrage, outrage. Then the new song gonna come out, take it over.
No, I don't even think. No,
It
listen. I
does it
don't
every
even think.
time,
I don't
bro.
even think. Listen, I don't even think
But
it's
like,
gonna be music because our music is getting corny. I think it's gonna be like it's gonna be probably like somebody that's young.
No, I'm
You know
talking
what I'm
about
saying? And got a
it have
good.
to
No,
come from a musical artist.
nah.
I,
I
I'm gonna
think it's
tell you
gonna
like
be. I
this:
think it's
you're
gonna be
not
but like
listening to
a
what
smart
we
no
said,
young.
dude.
Black Lives
Listen,
Matter could
listen.
have did it.
I
Um,
think it's gonna be a smart
check
young
this.
person.
Check this. You got Umar, Dr. Umar. Nobody don't listen to him.
Wah, 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 wah.
Nobody
Yeah,
listens
cause
to him.
he
He be
he
talking
ain't
some
it.
knowledge though. But what I'm saying
Yeah,
is
but
nobody listens to him.
he got too
Because he
many
sound
holes in what
angry.
he
Because he
say.
sound
Nobody listens to him.
There's
Nobody
a
takes
lot
him
of
any
people with a
type of
lot of
serious.
good. There's a lot of people with a
And you
lot
think
of
they
good
not
things
gonna
they
find the
saying, but then
holes in everybody
there's
else?
another side of them that's too radical that people can't get with. So it has to be somebody that has that perfect blend.
But it's
You know what
not
I
gonna.
thank
mean?
you.
Like
And
That's gonna be hard
I
to
think
come
no,
by,
It
bro.
I
has to
think
be
no.
a whole
Listen,
panel. Because
listen.
nobody thinks alike, but it has to be enough people to respect somebody else's opinion. And
I
the
think
person anybody who's speaking on that panel have to be like, you know what? You got a point. You know
right.
right,
what?
right, right,
That
right.
could be right too. Okay, I can see how you saying this, but everybody wants to be so
Yeah, but
right
nobody's
about
gonna listen to
everything
him to
that
even
nobody's
get to
going to
that point.
agree.
I don't like I said. I don't think it's gonna be somebody music. It's gonna be somebody probably that's from like a young person, probably
They
on the
don't listen to
social media
nobody, man.
status. I think though, no, a young person with social media status, probably highly educated. You know what I'm saying? And he's
And
hip.
they're not gonna
I
listen
think
to
that,
him.
or she, you know what I'm saying? They can do that. No, I think they
They will
gonna do
not
that
listen
because
to him,
social
Lil.
I
media,
think
You gotta look at the
me
way
social
they be
media
looking
personally,
at
I
will
these
think
take
it's
them
phones,
more
gonna
than
bro.
be
anything.
me personally. I
Social
think it's
media
gonna
take them
come
more than
from
anything.
I think it's gonna come from a young man or woman,
Right.
ambitious, fresh out of college, and putting that work in and know the struggle come from us. Cause you know what they doing, right? They put in look at Obama. No knock on him, but that's not your average black man. And Camilla's not your average black woman.
You're right.
If you if you look at Obama, his dad is African, his mom is
Oh,
white.
you know who they would
If
listen
you look
to? You know who they would listen to? That congresswoman from I think I don't know what state. She knew black chick that they was talking that the chick was talking about.
oh. Yeah,
We'll
yeah,
listen
yeah,
to
yeah,
her.
yeah.
We'll probably
Yeah.
listen to her. No, but I don't think
Whoever it is just gotta have
because
they
she got
marbles
that
together.
hood
That's
in her
all.
and she got that smart in her and she got the like. Oh, I'm
Her
not
name
playing no games with y'all niggas.
her name is something Washington.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ah man, yeah, she spoke at the Trump rally, one of the Trump rallies. But yeah, she make a lot of good
No,
sense.
she didn't.
She make a lot-
No, she didn't.
Who you talking about? You talking about a Democrat?
Yeah, she was talking.
Uh,
The chick called her. Talked about her hair, and she was like, "Yeah, your big forehead." Mark,
okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, they'll listen to her.
I don't know her name though.
Yeah,
I
they'll
was
listen
talking
to her.
about Kayla. I was talking about Kayla Montgomery.
No, no.
Kayla Montgomery, she a sister, you know what I mean? And she taught that good talk, man. But
If what's the chick name that be done switched it up now? She used to be with Trump all the time.
He said, no, he said.
That
The,
little girl, Candace.
yeah, can't if Candace Owens didn't start off the way she started off, people maybe would listen to her a little bit. Like might start some, but she started off wrong, so people just like don't even.
um,
I mean,
you'd be surprised how many people start off wrong though. A
I
lot of people
know.
start off on one view and be on another view. You know what I mean? Like for real,
Yeah, but not in some people.
Trump wouldn't have been a Republican. Trump tried the Democrats first, remember?
Yeah,
Democrats wouldn't have him, he slid to Republican. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
but
and majority of
I'm
the
talking about
Republican
black people
Party.
listening.
I mean,
White
yeah,
people
for
forget.
sure.
Black people
Black
always
people,
remember. Yeah,
she
they always be
she
like,
lost
"Oh, I remember that time you cheated on me in the third grade." They
she
always
lost
remember.
ninjas a long time ago.
Yeah, yeah,
She
yeah,
lost a lot of.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. If she didn't do the stuff that she did in the beginning, like she was hard straight on it without any like reprieve on the
No,
slavery thing, that
yeah,
just destroyed her. If she never
she didn't
said
put it
that,
in
I could
context, a
probably
good
yeah,
context.
I could probably be like, yeah, well, I
The
can.
baby
You
did.
make some good points, but with the stuff she said back in the day, I can't fuck with her.
Yeah, I mean, she didn't articulate that right, but in my interpretation, you know what I'm saying. I got what she meant by it. You know what I mean? With people, even when Kanye said something to that effect, you know, I got what
Listen,
he meant by it.
Kanye. Listen, if Kanye would have, when if he would have put out this with his truth, when Jamaica they had these warriors, you know what I'm saying? Because he was right. With slavery, we was being weak, and we accepted slavery because
How
in
did we
Jamaica they
accept
ain't slept in
slavery,
no.
Lil?
No, just listen. They had these warriors in Jamaica, you know what I'm saying, and they were trying to put them in slavery, and they didn't. And they killed all them Caucasian people. We didn't fight. We didn't try to unite and like when he said Toby, when he said I'm Kunta, and he said no, you Toby.
So,
We accepted
so what
things.
you telling me is somebody walking down the block and they be like, "Yo, you don't have your daughter with you at that time," and they be like, "Yo, your daughter around the corner doing this, 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 this." You run around the corner, they shoot you. You accepted that, or was you tricked into it? Were you
How
set
many
up?
times? Listen to this. I'm gonna say this to you. How many? It was more of y'all that could have fought an attack and grouped up. But a lot of people was being indecisive, like, no, you shouldn't do that. And a lot of them people told on that person that was going to be rebellious. You know what I'm saying? Just like with Harriet Tubman and all. You know what I'm saying? So
Well,
that
there was
and,
a
and they didn't.
There's a lot of people that
Oh,
died coming
man.
over
there,
here, bro.
there was a lot
I'm
of
not
there was a lot
disagreeing
of in slavery.
There's a
Slavery
lot of
number one.
stipulation to
with
that.
like Django, like that boy.
It's like yo the whole truth about slavery. We not told the whole truth about slavery. There was free people here already. You know what I mean? And
True.
regardless if people was indigenous, that's American, you know, so-called blacks, there was Africans here too already. There was all
Yeah.
you think. Look how close
It was
Cuba is. You think Cubans didn't swim over here hundreds of thousands of years before they actually formed America? So
Cubans, Haitians, all them. Listen, if you even think about, because I'm glad you brought that up, because if you
It
even
was
think
Haitians.
about
A matter of
that
fact,
trip
that had the
from
warriors.
Africa
Yeah.
to here, half of them wouldn't have made it. What do you mean?
absolutely,
They wasn't equipped to even make sure they stayed alive long enough
absolutely,
to get
like
over here
fe-
by the hundreds,
feeding feeding
by the
them
hundreds.
health problems and urination and defecation and
And
you
you think they
know
was
it's
packing extra food for the trip? What do you
we've
mean
been
for
fed
slaves?
lies.
What do you
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, and then to Lil to your point, um, I'm sorry, real talk.
No,
uh,
it's cool.
you know, you know, there were a lot more slave revolts than was reported.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The Indian Gullah Wars. You know what I mean? Seminole Indian Wars and stuff like that. A lot of them was us. You know what I mean? Because we were mixing with those other Indians with the feather, those Mongolian Indians. We was mixing with some of them, a little bit of Europeanism in us, Africans in us, and so the melting pot of America was mixed back then. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of us
and
had.
and and you got guns. You got gun. They got guns, and they shoot one of you, and you know, what the hell is that?
Listen,
You gonna listen
basically,
to them?
basically, no. Basically, what I'm saying,
That's
no.
true.
Listen, no. But listen, basically,
Firepower is on a different level.
but you had Haiti, but you had Haitians that stopped it. stop from what's they when they
Yeah.
fighting and stole the people guns and stuff like that.
Haitian is
But
not
they was
Africa,
warring.
Lil.
Matter of fact,
You know how big Africa is
Stop.
they
compared to
was
Haiti?
Africans. They had Africans in
But
there.
you know how big
Kyle.
Haiti
Listen,
is to Africa?
but
How many people
Haitian,
I can get
No,
from Africa instead of Haiti? Haiti is a little bit of space. They know their area. When you fighting somebody on their own ground and they don't have to
that
protect a whole
that
lot,
holds no
it's
weight.
it's easier to
That's
protect that than when
that
you go
holds
to
no weight.
Africa.
That the Haitian theory holds no weight. The Haitian population is so heavy in slavery, but that's where you get Geechee and Gullah from. That's where it's derived
Absolutely.
from. It's derived from Haitian descent. And I learned that moving to South Carolina because I ain't know nothing about Geechee or Gullah.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them came from Haiti. It was closer than Africa. That trip is too
Yeah.
long. They want to tell us that. They don't want to tell us about the revolt and the fighting back because what would we get in our mind? Why
Let's
would they
get the
tell us
yeah,
about that?
yeah. You don't want to know the real truth that Christopher Columbus wasn't. All this
Yeah.
time when I was in school, I was celebrating this dude, and that wasn't even true.
We
They
all
lied
was,
to
man.
us, made us believe some bull crap so they could look better.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of
Oh,
history is full of
we the
lies,
better
man.
athlete. We're the better this. We're the better at. Now that we see athletes performing, you see who's the better everything. When you let a black person compete and not hold them back, you see who's the better. You see
History
what,
is written
and
by
this
the
is
people who won the war.
in real time.
I'm gonna need y'all to have a format. We'll be on here all night talking about everything.
Yeah,
You gotta know it.
Because everything is interesting. Like,
Yeah,
that's
for
a good
sure.
stuff.
Hey, we came in talking about women's rights. We come out talking
Okay.
about the Geechee Geechee.
Okay. That's it. It went to abortions, relationships,
I
honestly,
understand
slavery.
point.
honestly, I think we better freestyling than anything.
It's always good to have a base topic,
Yeah.
though.
I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
yeah, it
Always.
worked. But you got a time limit. That we going
Yeah,
on 2.5
No,
hours.
let's go back in the day. I mean, we no see that's why it ain't everything. You don't need no base topic. Let's go to today. How today's days is.
of
We don't
what?
need no main chick. No, I'm making a joke.
Oh,
We don't need no base topic. That's the main chick, the base topic. We don't need no base topic.
and that's
No,
another thing that's messing us up. All this running around. Like, you need to
you're right.
calm down, chill out, and build our
Everybody,
family.
Build a
so
family
way
back,
too
yeah.
unstable for all this goddamn movement.
Right. Listen, I'm trying to get everything. Seeing everything, have everything, sip on everything.
I think we did hit all the subjects though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it seemed like it. I mean,
yeah,
all
we
of them
did, we
can
did.
go. All of them can go a little bit more in depth, but we definitely hit them.
We definitely
That
hit them.
abortion, that abortion is deep. That abortion is crazy deep.
That
But
abortion
we
is
did.
insane.
It is. It is.
That's another
It's
thing that's
tough.
messing us up.
What?
Yeah.
Abortion, the black people. We could have like all the kids we aborted. We could have been done almost been half the population by now.
Yeah.
That don't mean it's good. You
No,
see these
no, no,
little
no, 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 no. I'm saying I'm kind of against it. We should have had them kids.
for what? For nobody to raise them? This is the problem we have now. Nobody is raising these kids. Nobody is teaching them right from wrong. They're letting them run amok. And to do what? They would have just killed half of the other ones.
I mean, and I think it's just
It'd have
levels
been the
to it,
same
and like
outlook.
I think it's levels to it because it's like in 2023 you had 1,337,000 abortions in America alone.
That
What?
is
One,
ridiculous. Oh my
What?
God.
yeah, 2020,
Hold on, hold, 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 hold. Wait, wait,
930,160
wait, wait, wait,
abortions.
wait. What you say?
In 2023, 1,37,000 abortions.
In
2020,
that
1
year
million?
or just all together?
in America, in 1 year. This is
That's
my
almost
my
100,000 a month, bro.
Yeah, you can go to the CDC and find that
Damn.
information. And you can also go to gutmocker.com, which also reports on abortions,
I'm,
I mean, per
I'm
year.
sorry. What's the name of the
29
.com? Gut marker.
G
Uh,
U GUTTMACHER,
Yeah.
and they'll give you the yearly national total, and then you can go to the CDC, Center for Disease Control, and they'll
That
have
is
it too.
ridiculous. That is
that is
absolutely ridiculous.
ridiculous on a whole
Yeah,
nother level, yo.
and
But can
that's the
you
point that
imagine how overpopulated we would be with
that's
a
the truth.
million more
Now
people?
that is the truth. That is the truth. And Bill Gates talks about that. Camilla
But
Harris also spoke on population control briefly. And it is an issue. It is an issue. You know what I mean?
But that's ridiculous. That's absolutely like these people just need to be sterilized.
that's
Like
crazy.
they no
Yeah.
no.
What
That's
about that though?
awful.
Like, shouldn't
That's
they have
insane,
something
bro.
like? Shouldn't they?
I don't know what you get. Like they should put like I don't know, bro. Like
That's baffling. Like what?
I mean, should there be like, all right, for instance, excluding SA or rape victims? Rape victims should always be able to any medical
yeah,
issues
if you're gonna
they're
die
dealing
from
with
it,
should
then
be
you
able to.
yeah.
But I also know some women who have had so many abortions that by the time they wanted to have a child, they couldn't.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I
And that's
know.
what
I
they
know a
get.
few.
To me,
Yeah,
that's what they get.
and to start it off was their mama though, because it started when they was a teenager, and their mama constantly taking them to the clinic too. So it started as a teenager into adulthood, and that's a real situation, a real person I know.
That's why these guys. What? Like I don't understand now. Like I can understand back in the day. Okay, you didn't see, you young. It's like now it's just like you a new age crackhead. Like you
Di-
understand
Yo, I was just
what
about to say
can
that.
happen.
You know the effects of it. So why would you even put
Yeah,
yourself in that situation now?
exactly.
Yeah,
Like why would you? You know you don't want to try. Or nowadays they want kids. 16 and pregnant made that shit popular.
yeah,
Oh, oh, we can all have a pregnancy pact and all get pregnant together at 16. Who, who,
right.
those parents should have been put in jail for letting
Yeah,
their kids go. Everybody involved in that. Go ahead
Yeah.
with R. Kelly. Go ahead with them. Because it don't make no sense.
that's crazy.
R.
It's stupid.
It's R. Kelly.
Go ahead. Everybody involved in that. The mamas, the daddies, everybody, the TV show, MTV, everybody that went to R. Kelly house,
So it
everybody
could
had
be
the
a
tape, the
million
mamas
more
of them, all
people
that,
on the
lock them all up.
planet on in United States if it wasn't for them getting the book. God damn, that's crazy, yo.
In this country.
Yeah, that blows my mind. A
Yeah.
million people in 1 year got abortions. That is
It's rid-
nuts, bro.
it's ridiculous.
That's sad.
That's more than
Yeah,
sad,
that's
bro.
and I think that's the thing where it has to have a cap on it. I mean, to me, the medical association, I can't remember their full name, but they gonna have to be involved because it's like the trimesters of birth. Like when back in the day, the first abortion laws that ever came out, I think it was I can't remember the law, but it was supposed to be like at 16 weeks. If you supposed to have an
Hmm.
abortion before 16 weeks, that 16 weeks is when you could feel
Yeah,
the baby moving and stuff.
that's
You
the
know what
Roe
I'm
versus
saying?
Wade.
Roe
That shit is
versus Wade.
murder, man.
Exactly. Roe versus Wade. That was 1973. You said that earlier.
Yeah,
Yeah. And so,
which was overturned 2 years ago.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think
So,
that's look. I'm gonna tell you like this. I think overturning that was the worst event in United States history.
yeah. I
I
I
mean,
don't
really
know.
do.
I wouldn't say the worst,
I think so.
but
It's gonna come biting us in our ass sooner than later.
It's gonna end up like the damn any other plastic surgery or any other surgery where you got to go
To
somewhere else
another
to
country
have
to
it,
do it.
and
Yep.
people are just going to start dying.
Yep.
Yeah.
And see
And
the
that's what
thing,
they want.
the thing is, and on top, they having so much sex and they getting these abortions, and people are dying. So that means they're not replacing the people. We the fuck out of here. We over.
No, we steady replacing people every day. We
No,
Oh
replacing
yeah, and
every
when you
their birth rate is down.
when you I mean, look at immigration though. They bringing people in the country to replace people that's here. These niggas come over here getting gun rights, starting gangs. Them villain swelling gangs in Colorado, they took over 3 apartment buildings. They Nino Brown and them out there, man. They knocking on tenants' doors, saying
man.
we
Start
run this
promoting
joint.
that right now because if they've been over there, they didn't start that. Now they want to put it up to the forefront because of the election up now. Look at
Yeah.
these illegal immigrants. They running shit. They've been
Yo,
over there.
it's
They didn't just
crazy
take them
how
damn
stuff
apartments over
happens.
last week.
It's
No, but
crazy
what
how
I'm
They just
stuff
saying
came in
happens.
is
over
what
last
it's
week.
doing now is empowering them more when they can get rights. When
Mm.
1 minute you was illegal, next minute you're non-documented. They good with changing names.
Them
Real good
motherfuckers
with
can get
changing
over,
names and
don't give a
stuff.
fuck about no documents. They get documents and they go to jail. They're still criminals. They don't give a fuck
Yeah,
about a document. They're not
that's
trying to
what
be
I'm
criminals.
saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
They don't
The
care.
immigration thing is out of pocket, man.
Listen,
Like
you see all that. Everybody promote that. Ain't nobody saying the fact machines are taking over.
Yep.
machines is definitely taking. We've had a show about that
We
before. Like
over. It's over
AI,
for niggas.
look, everything that
Lil, are
creates.
you sleep? This nigga sleep.
I
Everything
ain't
that
sleep.
creates
I'm listening.
creates, and everything that creates something takes over its predecessor. So
But I am gonna go to sleep soon.
if we give technology intelligence,
It's over.
it ain't gonna do nothing but take us over.
It is taking us over. What do you mean? It's taking over. How many
No, but I
stores you gotta
mean,
go in
I'm
and bring
talking.
up your own stuff?
No, I'm
I don't
talking.
go to those
Terminator
stores no
is
more.
coming. I'm talking. Terminator is coming near in the future. It's just starting right now. I'm talking about when intelligence is able to make decisions that's detrimental. You know what I mean? Like
Have you
right now,
spoke
this
to
is the
Alexa?
start. Absolutely,
Yeah,
but that's
Alexa
not.
taught me how to make fortune cookies today, bro.
I I,
It's
I
not
do
looking
AI
good.
generated stuff every day. But what I'm
I don't.
saying to you is I'm talking about the levels. We ain't at that level yet. We just reaching that level where
We
it's
But
haven't
gonna
seen
be.
that
yeah,
level yet.
we don't
That's
We
know if
that's
it's
haven't
what I'm saying.
seen
we
it.
don't know if it's around the
That's what
corner
I'm
though.
saying.
It could be tomorrow.
It
What do you
is
mean?
around the
It's
corner.
here. They're just not letting us see it. We're not gonna
It
see
is
it till
around
it's
the corner.
made.
They got
It's
prototypes
here.
and stuff.
It is not around the corner. It is here.
Well, we talking about when. Well, my version of around the corner is just when it has taken over to the point where it's like they are integrated fully in our society. People's we're losing jobs right now. We're a lot of stuff is happening right now that AI is. They say I think in like 5 years, 40% of the people will be losing their jobs to AI.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying it's growing to a peak. It started and now it's constantly growing. It's constantly evolving into more and more. Remember they had that vacuum cleaner that could
Yeah.
just do it
Yeah.
vacuum on its own and all that stuff like that. Now you're gonna see that robot from the Jetsons vacuuming soon. Watch. They talking about sex robots for these perverts that can't get a woman. They want to have robots to have sex with.
Already got
You
them.
want,
They already
yeah.
got them. Think about it. If they already telling us about how long ago was Enemy of the State? How long ago was that movie?
That
And
was
we
like
just now
'90s.
really
Yep.
seeing the full outcome of it. It was
Yeah.
already here.
Yep.
Cell phones was in Star Trek.
It was
You know what I
already
mean?
here.
Peep gang.
Yep.
Word.
That is real.
And they do that, and the military gets their hands on it first, and law enforcement then trickles down. Just like drones. Look at drones. Drones been out since the '70s, man. A minute ago,
Yeah.
and now it's just released to the public. Yeah, absolutely, man.
Probably before that. Now they can
Yeah,
disguise
yeah,
it.
yeah, for sure, for sure,
But this has been real.
absolutely.
And this has been the
Hope we
longest
have
one
you
we
on
had so
again,
far.
man. Hope to have you on some more shows, man.
Absolutely. This was very interesting, very knowledgeable. I learned some things, talk a little trash, saying some things. I liked it. I liked it. I liked it.
All that was AI.
Okay, because I'm trying to figure out if real talk is really a person right
Yeah,
now.
he
You
just
said,
sitting there like,
Yeah, clone.
It's AI. AI.
That's a clone.
okay, because he looked the same way since he was 19, so I don't know.
Oh wow.
I don't know.